What is up, chat? What is up? Hello, hello, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Twitch.tv/Jake knows it. We are back. Oh my god, it has been so long since I've seen many of you. We had a few Pokemon streams in there, of course. But Jake, you're like Floette to the Xenoblade fandom. No, that's not true. The Xenoblade fandom doesn't know about me. We're hiding. We're hiding from it. We're hiding. We're hiding. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. You know. Good to be back. Excited to jump back in. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to play a little bit of this game today because, to be honest, chat, I think that it took me some time. It took some reflection in our Xenoblade off time for me to realize that I think I was growing a little tired and a little frustrated with Xenoblade 2 where we left off. And I think that with some time away, I am ready to kind of change my modulation of breath. I think I'm ready to kind of unclench my shoulders and say, all right, let's just see what they're trying to do now. Let's just see what they're trying to do now. And maybe let go of some of my prior issues that kind of kept coming up, you know? So hopefully we have a productive discussion here. But to be honest with you, I'm also just kind of like, I don't know how much I'm really going to be able to dig in to what is happening in this game. Just because, to be completely honest with you, Chad, I know you've seen me do this with other games and you've seen me do it before. I think I have my finger on how this game works and what's important to it and like how it's operating. And I am not anticipating a lot of surprises in terms of its structure or style. I think I get it. I think I get exactly how this game is working, and I think I know kind of where it's going. And I think what I really want to say is that I think at this point in the game, I wish I liked it more than I do. Yeah, I wish I liked it more than I do, is my overall feeling. Let me get to the chat here a little bit and just thank everybody for coming through. I appreciate everybody logging on today, a little Tuesday stream action, spending some time with me, and I especially appreciate the subs from Who Frog, Dumpy Sheep, Happy Tuesday, Canadian Groose, Jake is back, Stuart, wow, Twitch says it's my 8-month sub anniversary. Yes, Hyper Luigi, Positronics, CM, STEMBT, been out recently, good time to get back. Carol Sayuni, and M Meteor. Blazing Shot 147 with a first time chat. I'm curious to know if you're enjoying the game and what can be done by the game to further that enjoyment. Blazing Shot, thank you. So I think something that has been revealing for me in my time away from the game is that I have not been like, man, I've got to get back to Xenoblade 2. And I think that that's revealing, right? Because I think that like I am not feeling like the game has set up any questions that I'm dying to see the answers to. And to be completely honest with you all, I only like kind of understand like from a wider plot point of view, like I'm not really sure like what is supposed to be the driving point of interest and engagement in terms of what I should want to see. Like I don't know what the viewer is supposed to be positioned as. Like, I've got to get to the bottom of this, I want to defeat these people, I need to save so and so. I feel like all of these questions are very like it's like you know what I mean? There's a lot of information, but I don't feel like I'm on a ride. Yeah, so because there is that lack of tug, that lack of pull, in my time away from the game, I haven't really been like, oh, I gotta go back so that I can see this. I gotta go back so that I need to know what's gonna happen or I don't know. There's something missing. Yeah, there's something missing underneath it that I've just like the whole game, I've just been like, you know? I feel like the only thing is like this kind of intellectual curiosity of like, what is the game, you know? So that's kind of what's on my mind. M Meteor said, I do want to say, I think because of the it gets good later discourse, it'll be a really good lesson in scaffolding if you make it to the end, and hopefully not too exhausting to discuss. Yeah, M Meteor, it's tough though, right? Because I still am kind of like fighting people even when I'm not playing the game every week on why I think the beginning of this game is unsuccessful. And I feel like I had to ban somebody in my Discord like 2 days ago because they were just being so dismissive of everything I was saying. I don't know. It's this weird thing. It's a weird thing. I'm really like trying to understand, but I think something that a lot of people. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about. Can we get right into it? Can we get right into something that I've been thinking a lot about? I think that when people use the word fleshed out, have you heard this? Fleshed out or development, like character development. And when I say those things, I feel like I'm talking about something completely different from what everyone else is talking about. And I think something that people that like this game and maybe the game itself confuses are expansion with development. I think that like whenever I have critiqued this game, something that people have used to push back against me are like, but Jake, let me tell you about all of this contextual understanding that you don't quite understand or whatever, that you aren't quite grasping, which I think I almost always am grasping. I just don't care as much about. But I think that the game throws lore and world building at the player almost constantly without aligning it to a character arc, progression, or like a narrative consequence. So, and I think what this does is that it violates core principles from narrative theory, right? So if you look at, here's a good Google for you. Post-classical narratology, okay, is kind of the establishment of this idea that I'm pointing to right now, and I think it kind of violates that. And if you look at somebody like a famous author, E.M. Forrester, right? They have this whole thing called aspects of the novel, and they talk about how plot is a causal chain. You've heard this, right? Common example, the king died and then the queen died of grief. That's plot. Matthew Salesses, one of my favorites, would say the plot is the acceptance or rejection of consequences. And I think that this game does something where a lot of events feel consequential, right? These new characters, these new bad guys, these new factions, new nations, new cultures, new people, all this stuff shows up. But the cast, at least through my point of view, never meaningfully accepts or rejects anything, right? I feel like Rex and Pyra are pretty much like passive observers the entire time. They're not really making choices that are shaping the story. And I think that this is creating a world that is extremely horizontal. The world is wide. There's a bunch of people, rather than a vertical world, which would have more depth and changed people. If you skipped from Rex and Pyra bonding to the cutscene that was in like the last chapter I played where Vandom dies, I don't know if I would have missed anything important. Truly. So that's tough, right? And I think that a lot of the plot is concerned with delivering information more than it is concerned with characters moving. Yeah. There's this writer, Guy Debord. Guy Debord wrote about how there's this this piece called Society of the Spectacle, and it's about contemporary modern media, and talked a lot about how modern media replaces real social relationships with images of them, which is kind of this postmodern idea that I've written about before with Baudrillard and like the simulacrum, where like representation overtakes reality, and there are signs, but the signs kind of like don't point back to anything real. And I think that a lot of this game is kind of deploying spectacle, or deploying like the outline of a relationship kind of at the expense of interiority. Sorry, I'm just kind of rattling off a lot of thoughts right now. Just rattling off a lot of thoughts. I almost feel that there's a focalization type that isn't working for me in this game. I never really feel like I'm in somebody's mind. It's almost like the game doesn't have a point of view, and I'm like really, really far away, like watching all the pieces move, you know? I actually think that the first game did this well. I did think that the focalization quality, the ways in which we were allowed to inhabit characters' minds, Shulk most frequently, but other characters sometimes for sure when the game felt it was necessary. I thought that kind of like deepened a lot of the emotional power and stakes of that story. Okay, let's jump in. Let's play. Let's jump in and play. Dopefish, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Mustafa's Game Room, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Been loving the podcast. Oh, great. The Xbox episode was legit and encouraged me to take inventory of some things personally. Great stuff. Thank you for saying that. Dear Regal, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the Prime sub. Yes. Let's see. Demi Urge Supreme, thank you for the sub. So glad you're still playing this game. Got any favorite characters? Not really, to be honest with you. Maribee, thank you so much for the sub. Okay. Quick question from me. Regardless of how you feel about Xenoblade 2 going forwards, would you give the story DLC a go or not? It's too hard to say. You know what I mean? I'm still like, what am I trying to commit to? All right. Zathan, thank you so much for the sub. All right, let's get gaming. It feels like we should be in Rex's point of view, but we want to be in Pyra's POV maybe. I'm not even willing to say that. I'm not even willing to go that far, to be honest with you. I think that there's like some projection with some of like what we want as like gamers or as viewers who we assume to be important, but I don't think the game is like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not willing to say. What is going on here? I'm not hearing this at all. Let's see if it starts up when I not hearing anything. Chat, are you hearing it? I'm not hearing it. Chat can hear? Okay. Well, that's good. This is brutal, chat. This is brutal. I'm sorry. What is happening? Aren't we all we're all looking for it. That's right. That is right. Oh my god, chat, this is insane. You know what it is? You know what it genuinely is? I hate to say this. I think you're the only person who can't hear, Jake. No, I know. I know what's going to fix it, and I just feel stupid. We have to shut it down and come back. This is going to take 3 minutes. I'm so sorry. I will be right back. Goddamn. Okay. It immediately started working, chat. The second I closed the window. I just had to close the window, turn it back on, immediately started working. So mad, dude. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew it too. I knew it. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate you. All right, chat. So here's the deal. Obviously, it's been a minute since I've played this game. Damn, honestly, guys, I've been playing too many Switch 2 games. The grody-ness of this is kind of standing out to me a little bit, not gonna lie. The grody-ness is hitting me. But since it's been a while since I've played this game, I am going to need some enhanced help from the chat, from the people present here. Where am I going right now? What am I trying to do? Am I trying to go towards that pink thing? Is that my mission right now? Thank you, chat. Thank you for welcoming me back. Thank you, Uninformed Pleb. Thank you, Lion. Thank you, Assumed Door, for the subs. I appreciate you. Good question. No idea. Stop it. Pink thing is main quest? Okay, good. See, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. We're going, baby. Press ZR to see objective. Oh. Board the Titan ship to the Empire of Mor Ardain from Goldmouth Flight Deck in Argentum. Okay, chat. So this is kind of what I'm worried about, right? The world getting wider in a way that is not meaningful. That does not allow the characters to kind of respond and bounce off of stuff happening in the world getting wider. Okay, I appear to be on the right level. Let's go. Remember that this game is not autosave. Good tip. I have you playing on my TV and chat on my phone, so I'm like 5 seconds delayed with my responses. That's okay. I'm more than 5 seconds delayed. You won't even notice. Oh, we're out. Okay, we're out. All right, chat, we're back in. Buckle up.
This light. What is it?
Thank you, EcoPlayer.
Rock's core crystal.
Oh,
it was like
rock.
A stone. What happened?
Like the Mega Stone.
Don't you remember, Rex? Vanham told you. Core crystals don't die. They always regenerate after a while.
Regenerate?
Ready to be reawakened by a new driver.
So, if I resonated with it now...
Then a new rock would be born into this world.
Oh, nice.
A new rock? Vandam's blade.
What do?
I'm not sure. Taking Vandam's old partner. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, but maybe he would have wanted you to do it. Just do whatever.
Just do whatever.
Right.
Just do whatever.
Probably time we headed for the ship, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go ahead and register us for boarding.
Nia, do we really need to rush?
Sure, we could take our time and miss out on the good seats. Oops.
Ow. What was that kid's problem?
Rex, your bag!
Huh? No. No. No!
What have you lost now?
Rock's core crystal. It's not here.
You mean the little...
Those who have been with me... Those who have been with me in the past do not need me to explain the goofiness behind... Let's have an entire little back and forth discussing this thing. Not a single scene passes. Nothing. It is just immediately... This is a... Oh my god. This is just such a failure of storytelling for me, right? Like, why doesn't the story just like scaffold stuff so that when it happens, it's not so like, all right, we need something to do. All right, let's talk about Rock's core crystal. Now it's stolen. I don't know, man. It's not. I think what I'm trying to make clear is that stuff in the story does not feel important because it only emerges when they need it to. It doesn't feel like an inevitable or a natural or an organic part of the story. It feels like that author's thumb. It feels like, okay, we need something to happen, so let's bring it up and have the thing we need to happen. And then once it's over, we don't ever have to speak of it again, and we'll move on to the next thing.
After him, at once!
Titan's foot!
I like Titan's foot. Titan's foot. All right, boys. Reminder from the chat: is there a sprinty poo, or is this what it is? No sprint. Thank you. It's fun. Just going down the old stairs. All right, here we go. We got some dark music. All right, listen, who's it gonna be? Do you think it'll be a serious threat or an undercut, goofy threat? Let's see.
The little thief looked pretty young, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
young.
And those ears. Gormati for sure.
Those ears.
So let's see. There, that's the brat.
Whoa! What do you think you're doing?
Why, that little... He stole the old ship.
Man, he's good.
What now?
No.
Let's go.
He deserves it. Let him
Are there
have
any
it.
Other? There's one. Garum,
Hey, Rex. What's the big hurry?
Rex.
lend me a boat.
What? I mean, sure, but why?
There was a pickpocket. Took our core crystal. Over there.
Over there?
Hold it! Bring that ship back here!
Why, that's Pittman's ship. Your thief's on board that thing.
Please.
All right, then. The key's in the slot, so you can take her right out.
Thanks. I'll bring her back as soon as I can.
No worries. Go get him, Rex.
And we're off. Okay. Couldn't you have just done... Hey, sorry, I'm gonna bring the ship right back. We just had that thing stolen by, and then you go, the Rex, what are you doing? Come back! I don't know. What is pacing? What is...
The ship!
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is where he got off.
He may still be somewhere nearby.
Right. Then let's ask around and see what we can find.
Good plan.
Yeah, something I've noticed in this game is that they're very bad at like matching the temperature of the scene with like the pace of the movement. And I find that scenes that have like a lot of urgency and a lot of like action or whatever, they slow down to like a crawl, and they don't know how to like keep the... I don't know. I think what you end up with are a lot of scenes that sound better when you describe them than when you actually experience them. Meow. Did you see a Gormati boy around here? Meow. He was stealing stuff. Yes, I saw him. Just as the ship was docking, he ran up the stairs in a terrible hurry. I thought he wasn't a familiar face around here, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you much about him beyond that. Meh. Much thanks. Right.
Meh, meh, meh. Bye-bye, daytime.
Master Pawn worked hard today.
Oh, Hana Hana. Meh. Did a friend see Gormati boy who took important thing from Rex? Oh yes, Hana Hana she boy. A very scruffy boy, once running up staircase very quick. Hana Hana. Seen lots of country, but all country have some child like that. Mor Ardain, Uriah, even Indol, gap of rich and poor, exist everywhere. This is commentary. A very sad state. Oh, friends, chasing after boy to get back stolen thing. Should always keep valuables carefully secured to body when travel. Yeah, I'll be more careful in the future. All right, go up the staircase again. Here we go. Did you see a Gormati boy come running this way from the port? I did see a boy head over towards the farm. Was he the one you're after? I feel like the city's getting less safe recently. There was that nasty incident not long ago in the water outage. Torgoth has the biggest Ardainian base in the whole of Gormat, you know? In other regions, the Ardainians don't have quite as much influence. Oh no, Chad. They're cramming. They're cramming. They're cramming. Something's coming up where we need this information, so they're cramming.
You're all mine.
They're nervous. They're like, something's coming up. The player is not ready for it. We must cram. Can I get a better, there we go. I see. A little lost. That's okay. That's no big deal. Oh, hey, no, okay.
Treasure acquired.
I don't even remember this part. Oh my god. All right, chat. Time to make our way around here. Wonder if we go across this bridge. Oh, Bits! Good to see you again in Xenoblade. Hope teaching is going well. Thank you. I'm excited to be starting as a professor in the spring semester. That's great. Oh, I see. Yep. So we go across here, and then I think we'll make our way around. I think we can go. Just trying to figure out how we get. Can I go in here? No? Maybe in? Can I go in? No, I can't go in. You're going the opposite way? Oh no. Okay. Oh, see, I wanted to go back across up the top, but I see we just want to go the more direct path. See, so this is interesting. So Raf's Revenge in the chat says, I kind of disagree. There's one story element that would get jack all without this. Now, when we talk about story and when we talk about meaning in story, and it's like, oh yeah, there's one thing that wouldn't work without all this stuff. Do you think, is that like contextually, like in terms of like the plot, like the mechanics of knowing the world and knowing the lore and like how we get from A to B to C to D? Or is there like meaning that would be lost? Is there something about the characters that we would misunderstand or misinterpret? Is there something that would functionally change our understanding of the people that we're on a journey with? Is there something that is adding color or commentary to a thematic goal of the work? You know what I mean? It's I just feel like there's something about. That's not quite what I meant. I don't know if I could elaborate without lightly spoiling. See, that's kind of what I'm saying though. Is that like I'm not looking for elaboration. I'm looking for you'll see what chat means in 10 minutes. All right. Did friend see Gormati boy who took important thing from Rex? Nope, I didn't see nobody. I was busy. Oh, please, you saw. Okay, you saw. No, come on. Bro. Don't lie. Everyone else saw. All right, Nugby, what do you got for me? Did you see? You're playing tag or something, right? I probably shouldn't help you then. It wouldn't be fair. No. What, that kid's a thief? Oh, he must be the one Otto was telling me about. Now this I have to hear. Otto, the woodcutter. He keeps telling me that he saw this boy hanging around outside of the town. He always tells him to come back into the town because it's not safe outside, but the boy just runs off. That's all I know. Maybe you should talk to Otto. You'll find him over at Nucleo's timber site. Take care now. All right. Nia, you just had to hear that, huh? You just had to. Man, this seems like it's quite far away. What are we talking here? Oh no. Oh chat, this can't be right. This can't be right. I think you can fast travel there? Oh. Okay, this looks like my best bet.
And we're you.
continues.
Okay, we're significantly closer. We are significantly closer. Oh, okay, I think I gotta go down that way. Yeah, I see the path. I see the path. We're in. Okay. I see it. Oh, here we go, baby. Otto, my boy! Woogity, 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 woogity. Hey, did you see a Gormati boy around here? He was stealing stuff. Oh, yeah, I saw that kid for sure. Nimble little blader he is, though. Gets away from me every time. Gah! Nia Poppy, very interested to hear details of this. Yeah, me too. Can you give us a lowdown, meow? I was just doing my work here, same as usual, when I heard footsteps coming from behind me. So I turn around, and who do I see but that boy? I called out to him to stop, but he ran off even faster than usual. If you ask me, that kid is not from here. No kid's from here. Okay. Afraid I couldn't tell you where he's headed, mind. I'm too busy here to be chasing after kids all day. Seeing as you've got Blades with you, maybe you could try tracing the boy's tracks. It was raining when he ran through. Please fix the name below the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. It was raining when he ran through here, so if you follow his tracks, you might find out where he went. It was raining when he ran through here. So if you follow his tracks, you might find out where he went. It was raining when he ran through here. So, okay, so he's saying there are tracks because it was raining. Okay, thanks. Nothing's too difficult with you around, Cosmos. Why'd he say that? Nothing too difficult with you around, Cosmos. All right. Affirmative. I will function to the extent of my abilities. Beep boop, beep, beep boop, bop. A branching quest has begun. As the name suggests, this is a quest that can be cleared in more than one wah. First up, we need to check the footprints. If you've resonated with a blade that has the right skill for the job, then you'll get through this quest easily. Lion, thank you so much for the gift sub. But if you don't have a blade like that in your arsenal, then you should speak to Otto. He'll give you a hint towards another way to your goal. Okay. Chat, how do I know? How do I know? How do I know if I've got the right blod? What am I looking for? Try it first. It's a field skill. Go to the tracks. Oh, okay. There's not like a. I can just do it in the field. Okay.
What have we here?
Oh, okay. I see. All right, I'm checking.
A positive attitude will get you through.
So why did it just use that? Like, could I have picked a different one, or does it just pick my best shot? Oh, okay. So I can choose a different one. You need a blade with keen eye. Gotcha. Okay. So let's see. If I'm looking for keen eye. Hold. Keen eye. My only one. Okay. Okay. Hold. Shit. It's been so long. I don't remember how do I assign, how do I get her back on on her. Shit. Okay. How do... It's in characters? Okay. It's in Nia's menu. Thank you. Okay. All right, we're going to change you for you.
You just leave it to me. I'll use my brains to put this team to good use.
Oh, thank you, Adenine. I love your brains. Okay.
Yes, I see.
I need croissant too. Okay, hold. Oh. God, I despise how this is set up. Okay, we need croissant.
Anytime.
Okay.
Yes, I see.
A positive attitude will get you through.
Yes. Okay. Never mind. This game's awesome again. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, chat. We're on the trail. All right, let's get Big Boy back in here. Let's get croissant.
Call on me anytime.
Where's Big Boy?
Yep.
Thank you for the sub, Painter.
Glorious.
All right, we're on track now. And then you know what? We can probably fast travel close to there, right? Let's see. I'm guessing lower level this time. Oh, what? Oh, looks like I was wrong. Okay. Upper level right. Not seeing it. Okay. Upper level left. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Too freaking good. This is where the tracks end. Meow, but this. Wait, am I gonna have to get out? Am I gonna have to get my track people back out again? Stop thief. Oh, we did it. Okay. Oh no. This is the track. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, it was probably there the whole time. Okay. I remember when we were here before.
If we're on the right track, he should be
On the
around
right
here.
track.
Yeah?
Thief using Umon's workshop as hideout? I never dream of such a thing.
Okay, I'm sorry to do this. I know this is annoying. I apologize. I'm sorry to do this. I just like get the growing sense in this game that stuff just like feels completely out of continuity. I don't have the sense that these characters are like on a journey together and their relationship amongst each other is like changing or that it like matters at all. You know what I mean? It feels like everyone is like a character robot and nobody has like feelings. There's no like dynamics between the group, you know? And it's like, there's just like, I know it's annoying. I'm sorry. I know it's like video game stuff, but there's just like something about this that I'm like, I don't know, something, it's just like not working.
That's him.
Man, this is a weird group.
Let's surround them so he can't run.
Jesus, Rex.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, it's the Artful Dodger.
Kid, you sure led us on a merry chase.
A merry chase!
We've wasted a lot of our time, you know.
Oh, tell me about
Damn it.
Look at you. You're only kids. Why don't you just give back what you took? We'd rather not hurt you or anything.
Yeah, Canadian groups, let's kill
You're
them.
basically a kid yourself.
Boy, I'll have you know I work for a living. Right,
That's kind of funny.
hand it over.
No, you're not having it.
Shit. Chat, I don't remember how combat works.
The core crystal is ours now.
It'll come back to me.
If you want it so bad.
Wow, look at these
you'll have
lipstick
to take it
birds.
by force.
Look at these freakos.
Well, nothing for it, I guess. All right.
Remember stutter stepping?
Let's
Yes. Oh my god. Here we go.
You put your feet up over there.
Oh right, I've got the Cosmos gun. I forgot.
Just so.
Oh, we're fine. We got nothing to worry about. This Cosmos gun, I don't have to press a single button.
Daring shot.
Oh right, and then you want to time up the. Okay, no, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. There we go.
Energy capacity at 120%.
Yeah. No one can stop us now.
Are you ready for
Just so.
capabilities?
Oh. We're all good. No worries.
Well, we took it by force. Just like you wanted us to.
Got it.
Titan's foot. You're all
Titan's
10 years
foot.
old. Why are you stealing from people?
Look, keeping your traps shut won't help anyone.
My lady, be a little more gentle.
Thank you, Dromark. We were
Why?
all thinking it.
They're only
We were
petty
all
thieves.
thinking it.
Be that as it may, they are still children.
Look, I'm sure there's a reason you're doing all this. Are you just that hard up?
What do you take us for? We're not some poor beggars.
Okay. So it's not money you're after?
Then what the hell is it they want?
You should just tell everything. Rex not hurt you.
Come on.
We want revenge.
Hell yeah.
Revenge.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna avenge our village.
Yeah, get him.
You don't mean you were planning to awaken this blade and use it?
Nice.
Well, why don't you tell us the whole story? We might be able to help.
Bandits attacked your village?
It was just a small, peaceful village. But the bad men, just because we had water, they...
Did anyone survive? Don't tell me. You're the only ones?
What's your name?
Me? Why do you want to know?
Please, kid?
It's Reese. From Cordell Village.
It's funny how they did like that fade to black to be like, this is the kids telling them what happened to their village. But then they have to tell us, the audience, what happened to the village. And what happened to the village was just bad guys came and killed everyone. And it's funny. It's like the fade to black is trying to convince you that there was like more to that story than there was. But the game obviously has to tell us everything that is important. They have to tell us the important details. And I just want to note that I feel that the important details about what happened are just like, I don't know, like boring, like thin, I guess. It's like, oh, they wanted water, so they killed us all. And it's like there's no, you know what I mean? The conflict is so thin in a way that's like not super interesting. I don't know. Yeah.
Cordell Village. Can't say I've heard of it.
I wonder if something happened with
It's
the
just a
localization.
tiny
I
village
don't really care. I don't think it matters.
Outskirts of Gormott. Not many people know it.
Okay, Reese. I get why you did this. But still, it's not right to steal from people. Besides which, awakening a blade is dangerous. Do you know what
Oh, that's
happens if
true.
it fails?
I forgot about that. Yeah,
You never know until you try.
that's true.
Long as one of us manages it, that's all that matters.
Shit, dude. Hope it's the first one.
Sounds like you really were desperate, my boy. I assume you know the...
So I don't like the fade to black to convey conversation, but end up explaining it to the player move feels sloppy. So this is something in writing that we call, are you trying to deploy scene or summary? Sounds very simple, right? But the point of choosing to deploy scene versus summary is a tool of pacing. So scene slows the scene slows down the pacing, whereas summary actually speeds it up. So sometimes you want to do summary because you're trying to keep a certain amount of narrative momentum at play, where it's like we don't have to experience this because I want you to experience the feeling of it, not necessarily the literalization of it. Whereas a scene, you're experiencing it alongside the characters, goes as slow as possible, and sometimes you want to like sit in that kind of thing. So there you go, scene versus summary. Good little tip for you.
Whereabouts of these bandits?
There's a big cave over on Twin Trunks Hill. They use it as a hideout.
Oh, Reese, it's awful. Those scum are gonna... Who are they?
Don't worry about them. What's the matter?
Right, okay. The bandits are planning to attack Turrigoth.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we overheard one of their men talking about it in the city just now.
And it was definitely one of them.
It looked like they were scouting the place out. They were saying with the console gone, now's the perfect chance to take advantage.
Really quick, I just want to address this localization thing. It's like I meant the localization of this specific scene. It might have been less awkward, not the macro of the story. I'm just coming from a Baggage Lizard. I'm not saying that you were doing this. I just kind of want to explain my perspective when this comes up. Is that I find that people who are like, maybe it was the localization, it comes from a defensive posture. It's people being like, I want to defend the game and I want to blame an issue with it on this group that I consider to be nameless and outside of the game, right? And what's another word for explanation? Apology. It's like I always read it as like an apology for why something is the way it is. But the fact of the matter is that I cannot experience this. I cannot experience this game. I'm not experiencing this game without the localization. So the localization is just as much a part of the game as anything else. It is not a separate thing. It is not a thing that is put on top of the game. It is an equal part of the game, you know? So that's it. That's all. I just want to make that clear, right? The localization of the story is really faithful. I don't really care. I don't, you know what I mean? Is that because it's, again, I think even positioning it that way is like, what you're saying is that there is like a true version of the story. And this is like a departure. This is a separate thing. This is a splinter from that. And there's actually a pure understanding of the story. And it's just not, that's just not how anything works. It's not how anything works. So yeah, that's it.
A shrewd observation. This would indeed be the perfect time to mount an attack.
Are you trying to tell me that idiot console was actually good for something?
So, this all our fault?
Well, yeah. I guess we might have been the trigger.
Uh-oh.
We can't sit by and let this happen.
Agreed. Right. You lot, you can leave those nasty bandits to us.
What?
I swear, we'll avenge your village.
But...
Don't worry. By the way, name's Rex.
Jake, do you remember the
Reese,
console's
take the
name?
others and
He was a really important character. I don't even know what we're talking about. What? Give me a... Who? The console's name? What does that mean? Help me. The Scottish guy? The green guy. Oh, that guy. Yes. Yes. No, don't tell me. Shit. Shit. Emerald. No, don't say. No, I'm gonna get there. Shit. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't. I just like can't remember. It's like right on the tip of my tongue too, and I just can't remember. Shit, what is it? I know, I remember him perfectly. I just can't remember his name. Dougal. Okay. Shit.
Go warn the city guard.
Warn them about the bandits.
Nah, they probably wouldn't believe you if you said bandits were coming. So tell them about us instead.
Oh.
Tell them the guys who destroyed the water tower are hiding out at Twin Trunks Hill.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you say so, but why?
Don't worry, you'll see. We're counting on you, okay?
Okay.
All right, I have a I'm loading up I'm arming myself with a criticism of this moment, how I think it maybe could have been done better. But maybe I'm wrong. So I want to see. If we go to this location, what goes down. What goes down? We're gonna find. There we go. What's the best one? Do you think it's this one, or do you think it's this one? Varnax's Plunge or Dawnview Grotto? Gotta be the Plunge, right? Plunge. All right. Plunge it is. Wait. Oh no. No. Late chat's coming in with Dawnview actually.
Adventure continues.
Well, hold on. Because it looks like we have a way to go up, right here. Oh shit. Dawnview.
Off we go.
Oh yeah, this is better. This is better, chat.
What have we here?
Isn't it great? We can
Thank
get
you, Chris.
all the stuff
Thank you.
right out of the ground?
Thank you, Croissant. All right, we just have to figure out how to go down.
What have we here?
We need to practice combat anyway. That's kind of true. You're kind of right. Oh shit. Look at this. Okay. Oh, you want some?
Let's show 'em a
You want
thing
some
or
smoke?
Make sure you got my tail, Rex.
Make sure you got my tail, Rex. Let's go, nerds. Boo. 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 Whatcha?
Rush down.
Sure, why not? I guess I
You're done.
am the best.
Sloppy.
Great.
Ha!
Falcon 2.
Let's go.
Keep eye on
Sure,
Spin it.
You're done.
Win for sure.
yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Eagle eye.
Why not?
Steady.
Oh, I forgot about the side and the back attack. This is good. Okay.
Come out.
I need Switch 2 versions. Dude, I know. It would really, like... I think it would go a long way, right? I think it would go a long way. Oh, let's go.
Okay, time to take you down.
Tora and Poppy are an unbeatable team.
Hey. No. No. Okay.
Found us.
Losing focus, Rex?
No.
Don't give up on me.
Let's keep this up, and we'll win for sure.
Yeah. My thoughts exactly. Ha! Spinning cutter. Yeah.
Fucking two.
Yeah. Double spinning S. Oh no. Much obliged.
Let's keep this up, and we'll win for
Tora will do it!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thanks for the support!
Why not? Gotcha. Ha. Double spinning S.
Cutter!
Have you considered taking the lead sometime, Pyra?
I'll think about it next time, Wizard.
All right, I think I'm doing fine.
People might look at you funny though.
I think I'm
so
doing
watch
fine.
out.
I think we'll be okay when time comes to fight. I think we'll be okay. Oh, we're pretty close. Pretty close, chap. I'm thinking Switch 2 editions will be revealed in the pre-release window for a new Xenoblade. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know what the strategy is with these things.
World has many amazing
It's like, are
places
they
in it.
even really gonna do a Switch 2 edition? Kind of doubt it, right? I feel like
What have we here?
these games are more likely
So,
contenders for like just the patches, because typically they've been kind of saving the Switch 2 editions of old games. Like there's been new content, so I don't think that this is necessarily going to get new content. I mean, you guys would know better than me. Maybe there is a content opportunity here. Okay, I wasn't sure how to deal with that thing. I was like, it's in the way. What do
What the?
well, this is quite the unhelpful obstruction.
Hey, isn't this the same as that thing we saw in the blowhole with Van Damme?
I remember it. I remember it well.
Indeed. It seems to be the same phenomenon.
In that case,
Yeah. We just need a little help from Rock. Vandam, mate. Hope this is okay.
Rex,
What do you think that was? What do you think that was? Her saying Rex right there, as if to be like, hold on, you know? Oh, it's not giving. I have to do Rex. Yeah, apprehend. No, yeah. That's the thing though. But like, why? Like, why? All right. Is there something to be concerned about? Let's see. Let's see how it plays out. Like, Rex, it's not going to be the Rock that you once knew. It's the same but different Rock. Ooh, Rock.
My name is Rock.
Apologies. Force of habit.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. All right, Rock. Guess you're going in for Cora.
Rock. Pleased to meet you.
Rock. That's good. All right.
All right. You really did it.
Bruh, this game is so pilled in its character designs that they even had to give Rock like those fun bags, dude.
Rock.
So, you are my new driver. Bit of a scrawny one, if you ask me. But, oh well, it's good to meet you.
We're just having a full conversation with Rock now.
he talks kind of like Van Damme, eh?
Oh, look, chat. They're saying something. They're doing stuff. They're like, look how this person was affected by their connection with another.
Van Damme? Who is that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't remember since you've been reawakened now. He was your old driver.
My old driver? Ah, so my core was passed down to you.
That's right.
We could have stolen it.
I didn't sense any guilt in your words.
You're a perceptive one, all right. Yes, you take after your old master in more ways than one.
Listen, Rock, we need your help. Reckon you could clear the way for us?
What could, do you think they could have done this without saying it? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it would have been possible for them to like do Rock as Vandom without them being like, you're like a Vandom? Do you know? I'm genuinely asking. Do you think they could have? I don't know. To be honest with you, chat, I almost feel like Vandom maybe didn't get enough. And they almost, if it was me, if I'm being entirely honest, I think you need to plant something in Vandom that's like really obvious, kind of like a verbal tick, and just like have Rock do it. I think that's how I would have done it. You know what I mean? I think that's how I would have done it. It's easy, communicates what you need to the viewer, without having to like say it at the screen. I don't know.
Stuff? Of course. Nothing.
You know what I mean? Just even if it's something as simple as like, you know, he sees Rex and he goes, "Oh, hey, young buck," and he's just calling Rex young buck the whole time, and then Rock shows up, and Rock's like, "And what's your name, young buck?" It would have been like, "Oh, okay, got it," you know. I think okay. You know what I think actually hurts this moment? We don't really talk to Rock before this. So I think that you don't get to see the yeah, man, I wonder why they didn't do that. How interesting. It's almost like an obvious thing. Like obviously you should have talked to Rock before this. And then you could like see something, you know? Yeah, really they don't give you the opportunity to like see the transformation. Yeah. Ah, what a bummer. Cuz I kind of like the idea actually. Yeah, again, this is one of those things that I think sounds cooler when you describe it than it is like performed, you know?
Things simpler.
Damn. Okay. All right. What do we do here?
My ass must schmy ass. The wind is my mate.
Ah, damn, it was a key in front of a locked door. Bummer. Oh, what a bummer. Okay. Yeah, chat, another situation where they needed to manufacture the story in a way that you made a choice about Rock and about whether to awaken him or not. And I think like, oh man. A little bit of a missed opportunity here. A little bit of a missed opportunity, right? Because if you planted this moment earlier on and you had a conversation about whether or not you were going to awaken Rock, two things could have happened. One, let's say you do awaken Rock. So now you have Rock at your disposal. You're using him at different parts of the, you're using him in battles. You're using him however you use these other things, and you don't even think about it. He's just like in your party, whatever you're using him. And then maybe you've got some of these wind things that are optional. They're on the side, and you're getting past them because you have awakened Rock. And then, second path, you did not awaken Rock. Now, you are maybe missing out on those optional things. You're not leveling him up. He's not in your party, and you hit a wall. You hit a wall in the game, and the game says, hey, you have to awaken Rock. And by forcing you to eventually make that choice, by forcing you to arrive there anyways, the game would be saying something about the inevitability of being involved in this, right? There is no opting out. There is like, there's an opportunity to say something. And I think that the game almost like brought up this question of, should we awaken Rock? And then just kind of like discarded it and said like, no, it's the game. Sorry. You know, it's like almost there. It's like right there. And it just doesn't, man, parts not lining up. Thank you for the sub, Indigo Alpha. Appreciate it.
Wow. That
So
hardly
close.
took any
So
time
close.
at all.
I did say it was a simple task.
Thanks a bunch, Rock. Rock?
Tell me something. My previous driver.
This is such a missed opportunity. It's so close. It is such a missed opportunity. I like can't believe that they didn't let us talk to this guy before the reset happened. That feels like a core thing in the game. Oh my god, it's like so close. It's so frustrating.
You mean Van Damme?
Yes, this Van Damme. What kind of a man was he?
Especially like a scene just like watching Rock and Van Damme talk to each other. Fuck, dude. Man, that would have been awesome.
He was incredibly strong.
Allergic
He
to
looked kinda
scaffolding.
scary, but he was kind, too. And he saved my life. It's thanks to Van Damme that we're all standing here now.
I see. Then I think I'd better protect you all, too.
Huh?
To carry on my driver's will, as best I can. That's the path I feel best befits a blade.
A little, I'm sorry. I know it's annoying. So another little like change I think I would have made in the text is that, like, what kind of man was he? Can you tell me about him? Like, oh, what an opportunity for a writer to like have a moment and to like say something memorable and like, this is the moment that I think Rex's particular relationship with Van Damme should come to the surface. This is the moment that you should like see Rex kind of like reach out and touch something that maybe you, the viewer, didn't even know was there or didn't even take in. Like, this is what is important to Rex about Van Damme right now. And all he could really muster was Van Damme was a good guy. He was a good guy. When I first met him, I thought he looked like this, but he didn't look like that. And he saved my life. And it's like there was nothing underneath. You know what I mean? I think I'm more like, because what they essentially did was that they put together when you first encounter Van Damme and when you last encounter Van Damme, and they used that to say who he was. They put bookends on him, right? You thought he looked like this, but he saved my life. Like, that's it. That's the beginning of his life and that's the end of his life in accordance to the game. And there's nothing in the middle. There's no middle, and there's no before, and there's no after. And I think I know, and it's especially ineffective because those bookends are like subsequent scenes. Bleh. But also, I think what you needed was, in that moment, you needed to like remember when they're all at the camp and they're like having dinner together and they're just like being people. And this is like a moment where if I'm like punching up the script, if I'm working on this, I'm telling them, I'm like, the thing Rex needs to say right now needs to come from there. It needs to come from when they are being people. It can't come from how they exist in the world as outlines. It can't come from the big. It has to come from the small. There needs to be something inside that reached out to Rex and it shaped his worldview. You know what I mean? It needs to. He told me. He said to me. It's got to be like, makes you rethink something that you might have overlooked earlier, rather than the biggest possible things. Fuck. It's like, it's so close. It's so close. They just don't get it. It's a shame. They just don't get it. I'm like sensing a writer that is like going with their first instinct a lot, and they're not like thinking a second time about anything. Yeah, it's just frustrating.
Oh, Rock.
Oh, man. All right, that was it. Rock. You know how you can tell some of the stuff here is like broken and not working? It's like for entire scenes, characters will just like cease to exist. Like earlier, some people were trying to make this point where they're like, it feels like Pyra is supposed to be the main character, and I'm just like, stop. Like stop. Like, no. Pyra completely ceases to exist for large chunks of this game when the game decides she is unnecessary. Like, yeah.
Okay, time to take
Oh,
you
man.
down.
Go get him, Rex!
Pyra is but a sword in my belt. Oh, God. Whoa there, buddy.
New enemy in the mix.
Defense protocol. Copy spinning.
Anchor shot. Why not? I guess I really am the best.
Defense protocol activated.
Thanks for the support!
Great start.
Our emotions are in tune, Rex!
My thoughts exactly. Go for it.
Shall not
All right, now we need Cosmos. We need Cosmos.
Daring shot.
Come on.
Armor crusher.
Come on. It doesn't matter, they're dead. Do you think it's more of an issue of the writers being focused on the overall story instead of the section to section part of the story? No, that's not a distinction. No. Those are not. You don't get points by being focused on the overall story. No, they work together. Those are not separate things. No. I really feel that the big part of the missed potential in Rock is that blades are weapons. They make no fanfare of the fact that Rex can now use Vandam's weapons. Yeah, that's interesting. What do we even know about these characters? Dude, nothing. I feel bad. I feel bad because I know that there are like lovers of this game and everything it does in the chat. And I know that there are people that like fucking despise my commentary. And I'm not trying to have that relationship with people. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like you log on to watch me play a game that you really like and then I make you feel bad about it. That's like not the relationship I'm trying to have. So it's tough, but I think like editing is an act of love and criticism is an act of curiosity and understanding. And I don't know. I had to disappear somebody in my YouTube comments this morning because they went through every single video that I put on YouTube and they just were like writing hateful shit about how I produce nothing but slop and I'm arrogant and this and that and this. Like went through like every single video on my channel and was like leaving a comment like that. And I was like, damn, dude, it's like, you know what I mean? And like the stuff I was saying about this game like really made them mad. And I get like comments like that like all the time, dude. So you know what I mean? I'm conscious of this. I'm conscious of this and I feel bad. I don't want to have that kind of relationship with people. And genuinely, I hope that the stuff I'm saying is not coming from a place of So, for those that don't know, the reason why we haven't had a stream in a long time is that I've been really busy. I've been developing a new class for a digital media school at a university, and I was brought on as their subject matter expert to design a bunch of new classes for them. And the classes are centered on new and digital media. So I'm creating classes about social media, about video games, about like this kind of stuff, right? And in one of my lessons that I recorded, so part of what I've been developing is an asynchronous course. So it's a course that people can take like online week to week. We have like a weekly meeting, but they do all of the material on their own. So I've been recording a lot of like video lessons and lectures and things like that. And I bring this up just to say, in one of my lectures, I talk about how when you're online, it's like super important to be self-aware and not just like to know yourself, but to know how you come across. And I know something that is hard for me and a challenge for me is that I come across, I think, as like quite arrogant and overconfident. And I kind of know why, right? I think a little bit of it is a cultural distinction. I think some of it is just the way that I was raised is maybe a little bit different from like mainstream kind of like white dominated cultural discourse, kind of like, that kind of white person discourse. And I know that I just like say what I think and I don't like cuff it a lot. You know what I mean? I just will go like, no, I think this is bad, dumb, whatever. And I'll say why. Or when I like something, I'll say why it's good and I'll say why. And I think that people online have kind of been trained that you're supposed to bend to the popular opinion, right? When somebody says that this Pokemon game is the best Pokemon game in the franchise, you have to acknowledge that. And when you acknowledge it, you have to say, I know that mine isn't the best one, but it's my favorite one. You know what I mean? That's what kind of acknowledging that looks like. But I think that makes a worse and less incisive critic and a less interesting perspective, right? It's kind of forcing you to funnel in to the way of speaking about things that everyone kind of upholds in like a power dynamic kind of way, right? So anyways, I like know this about me, and I hope that people do not feel like I am weaponizing the things that I am interested in and the things that I have spent so much of my time thinking about, because like when I don't know, guys, like when I say I have like a master's in creative writing, I'm not saying that to be like I know more about creative writing than you. I'm saying it to be like I have spent so long thinking about this. I care about this so much. I've put a sick amount of time into thinking about this in a structured and specific way, and that's it. Like that's it. And I don't know. It's been weird. I literally have to like go through on all of my online and social channels and my YouTube comments and stuff like all the time just to clear people out who are like, holy shit, Jake, I like hate you so much because of the things you said about this video game. So I don't know. I appreciate people that are watching live, that are joining me today, and I just hope that there's nobody watching right now who's like bubbling up in like, oh, Jake thinks he's this and that and this and you know what I mean? So that's it. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Anyways. Yeah, so anyways, I appreciate you all. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you would just straight up drop to this game because of how bad the part you were playing was. That's funny. Jake, I can't believe you said my video game is not a 10 out of 10. Now that I feel about it, the internet is a lot about caring much, much more than one actually does. Sure. I don't think that's happening here. Even some of the comments on the pod about Arc Raiders were a bit yikes. Yeah, people just, I don't know. People just, the Kirby one was particularly bad. I don't know. People are just like really go kind of crazy when somebody like takes a position that is not the approved online position. So, but anyways, so the point of my lesson was not when I recorded this lesson for my class, it's not like I need to put in a bunch of work so that I don't come across as arrogant. It's just to know. It's just to know. It's just to know that that's something that is going on, and you need to be aware of it so that when you get that feedback, when you get those comments, you know where they're coming from, and then you can make a judgment about what is worth fixing and changing and what is not. You know what I mean? So that's it.
So what's the plan?
And sorry, last thing, then we're gonna go on here. And I also got to tell you, I don't feel like in anything else other than video games, I'm really perceived as being this like extremely blunt. You know what I mean? It's almost like there's a sensitivity here that I think says more to the culture of this space online than it really says about me, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes a piece of feedback I get when I'm working professionally and I'm doing notes on a script or something is that maybe I'm too nice, actually. Is that, my explanations for why I make a change, I'm in there and I'm going, I think you should really say it like this, and here's a paragraph why. They're like, Jake, you could have just changed it. I was like, all right, fine, okay.
Looks like there's quite a few of them, and they have blades, too.
No time for complicated plans. Don't worry. There'll be no match for us.
I knew you'd say that. But hey, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Just remember, we're not here to kill anyone, so mind you don't go overboard.
Was Rex not going to avenge Village?
Dude, he goes, we're not here to kill anyone. And Poo Poo is like, what?
There's more than one way to do that, right?
Well, if you say so.
Understood.
Right. Let's go. All of you, put down your weapons. You're not gonna harm that city.
I agree, Mustafa's game room. I agree.
You punks. We ain't got time for a bunch of kids.
Oh, dude, they only have, guys, they only have blades that I would not dare to use in public. Embarrassing.
Hold it! They're drivers and blades. Now I get it. The city hired you, huh?
What do you think?
They're literally using trash blades.
How'd you find out about... whatever? Hey, lads! Let's slaughter these brats! We'll make an example of them. Yeah!
Sunday Brawl, I appreciate that comment. You said, one thing I've really taken from these streams is how I felt when you were not receiving the game the same way I did. I feel conflicted, but started to ask myself, why does it matter if someone does not like the game that I like? Was a good way to really think about it for once. Yeah, it's funny. I try to explain this to people all the time. I also like that you have that Chikorita icon on your thing. That's cool. But just like, I'm playing this game from the perspective of a writer and a critic, and if you are not those things, you should not have the same reaction to the game as me. And it's funny how people are like, no, you should, ultimately you should arrive at my conclusion. And I always think that is interesting. I'm like, because really, I think what I'm doing in these streams is I'm giving people insight into when I work on like a script. And it's like, this is how I attack things. I think that's ultimately what this is at the end of the day. So, yeah. All right, let's kill these guys. I mean, not kill these guys.
Okay, time to take you down.
All right, let's go. Benjamin the Brain. Benjamin the Brain. That's good.
Now I'm fired up.
You're done, Benjamin the Brain. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Oh, he's done, chat. All right, we just need to get some health. We need to get some health going. Good shit, Rex. Good shit. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. All right, let's go. Okay, we're gonna be ready. Mega Eruption right around the corner. Come on, buddy. Come on, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Come on, please. Let's go. Oh!
Third stage.
Oh! Nice. Come on, come on. Come on. Yes. You're done. All right, let's go heat first this time. Oh, he's done. Oh my god. Too good, brother. Oh, they're not dead. They're
well,
not
we
dead.
managed to beat them, all right.
Yep.
But what now?
Okay. So I alluded to this earlier. There was a part of this setup that I didn't quite understand, where they were talking to the kids and they were like, hey, instead of going there, tell them to go there. And then ultimately the idea is we are going to meet them and we're going to fight them. And I didn't quite understand why they couldn't just go fight them wherever, like anywhere. Like it seemed like there was nothing to the plan or the positioning. It was just like, we're going to go fight them. So there was something lost there that it didn't feel like we were enacting a plan as much as, or working with those kids as much as it felt like there are bad guys. All right, let's go fight them, you know?
Ah, right on time.
Oh, I get it. That's why you asked the kids to call them you.
It isn't us they need to answer to.
Oh! Hold, it's happening.
Right?
Leaving them to the authorities. A wise decision.
Never mind.
I suppose we should
I wish we talked to them beforehand. It felt like a plan was coming together. You know what I mean? I don't
Probably
know.
leave then. It's not a good idea to be here when the military.
Oh, okay. So we just knew that they were gonna be coming through. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go.
At least there's a reason.
Yeah, let's
That's
move.
better than what I thought. So it's so they could get collected by the military. We won't kill him, but we'll get him arrested.
So you see, considering the situation, could you let them off the hook?
Oh, now we're back here.
I'd hate to deny a request from you, Rex. And I can see these kids have had a hard time. What do you think?
Well,
One of the kids drew the military to the location.
Safe and sound.
Nice.
Hey, how about this? Make them work for the guild and get them to work off what they owe that way.
What?
These brats! Are you saying we should make salvagers of them?
I think they show a lot of promise. They've got pretty quick fingers. Right? Come on, you know it makes sense. They're poor little orphans with nowhere to go. Are you really just gonna turn?
I think we need to defend Rex a little bit here, or defend the game. I think that Rex is somebody who we have seen demonstrated he gets a lot of his life meaning out of work, out of the existence of like having a job. Like when they pointed at Rex and they were like, "Hey, you're a child too." What was the first thing that Rex said? Rex was like, "No, I work for a living." Like I think that's like a big part of Rex's self-definition. So I think that this makes sense. That this is what he would think is like the answer for them, because this is what worked for him, right?
You sure know how to twist a guy's arm. All right, I'll do it. I'll sort out.
Now,
the details.
is Rex right? Like that's another question. You know what I mean? That's it.
Poonin. But it's just bed and board for now. Got that? If you want paying, you prove yourselves first.
You hear that? I hope you don't mind.
Why do you think Rex became that way? Okay. I'm glad you asked that. So, I think something that we should be wary of is asking questions that the text is not prepared to answer. I think as a fan, you can have a read about why Rex is that way and make it sound really deep, right? Oh God, he's got no this. He's been on his own. It's his whole life. It's all it's ever been. But honestly, I just don't think that the game is prepared to answer like questions about what that means as much as it is prepared to just be like, this is who Rex is. I don't think they're like saying anything. I don't think it's prepared because I don't think it's consistent through the game. Like there's like different ways in which whatever message is being expressed there is really like permeating throughout the text over and over again. So I think that it's important to have like a framework when you are looking at thematic meaning, and just like taking one thing in the text that happens one time that you think you can maybe extrapolate out given a lot of background about this character is not necessarily like the best way to arrive at like a salient reading of the text. So just something to be wary of. I hope that makes sense. This is something I've been thinking a lot about with the Pokemon games recently, how like I'll see a YouTube video online that's like Pokemon Legends ZA is about the housing crisis, and I'm like, okay, because there was like one line about houses. I'm like, you think that's what the game's about? Like you think you're talking to all these different characters and they all have their own shit going on, but actually it's all working as commentary about the housing crisis. Like you think the game's saying something about the housing crisis through the motions of its story? Or do you think it's maybe pointing at it a single time and going, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think sometimes I think maybe you should read a book about the housing crisis and then come back and tell me if you still think it's about the ZA is about the housing crisis. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think that that's fair. I think that that's, you know, that's, yeah.
Wow.
Right then, work hard, you rascals.
Fungal, why would I read a book about the housing crisis when ZA is about the housing crisis? Yes. ZA has homeless, hostile architecture. Okay, this is I hope Takari is like kidding though. This is the kind of thing that are you guys familiar with this? The blue curtains. The curtains are blue. Oh fuck, this is a real thing, right? I'm not just inventing this. Okay, yeah, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. Okay, I found it. This is good. So I have not seen this version of the joke. Okay, so I am not bringing this up to say that this is correct, right? I am not bringing this up to say, I think a lot of people maybe deploy this kind of meme or like a version of this as a way of like, I don't think that's how Venn diagrams work. No. The Venn diagram part of it is actually the best part. That's actually the best part of it. There is overlap between what the author meant and some garbage you think somebody made up. There is. But the point of this is that it's unknowable. So the curtains represent his immense depression and his lack of will to carry on. So do we know that that is in the middle part of the Venn diagram, or do we think it's solely in the green part? We don't know. That is the point. The point of that is that what this really is about the taking the author's intention or thinking that the author's intention is 100% fact. The middle is also green. You are a crazy person. You are a crazy person if you think the middle color of this is the same as the outer color. You are a crazy person. Yeah. So I think what's important about this is that Okay. I talk about this a lot. Text, so the point, I think what I like about this is that text has no inherent meaning. So what do I mean by that? If you write the curtains were blue, how do you know? If the curtains being blue was meaningless, or if the curtains represented depression? How do you know? How do you know? Man, I hope the people that are saying you ask the author are kidding. Okay. So here's what it is. A lot of people are saying context. This is a bit of a trick question. I'm sorry. The answer is there it is. 66 Kusmu. You got it. 66 Kusmu. You got it. You interpreted it. Okay. Meaning is generated between the text and the reader. That is where meaning happens. There is no inherent meaning in the text. If you, in your perspective, if someone has been created that when they read the curtains were blue. They interpret it this way. That you have generated meaning from the text, right? That's a perspective thing. And then when you back up that argument, you can, you have to back up, you can, use the text to back up your reading, whatever it is. But like the point is that you cannot know, it's unknowable. It is completely unknowable. So everybody who said that you have to ask the author, no. Because what if you went and asked the author and the author said, that's what I meant. And then 3 years later, they changed their mind and they said, I was lying. What I said was that it was blue. What the author says their intention was does not change the text. The author's intention means nothing. It means nothing. All right. There it is. The Professor Oak analogy returns once again. Finally, we actually get to depart from Mor Ardain. Quite the strenuous detour we ended up taking there. Master Pawn probably forgotten where we even meant to get on ship. Thor, remember? 10th floor. No, I remember. It's the 4th floor. The flight deck. Shall we get going then? Try to keep a tight hold on any valuables. Now, a great game would have Rex's bag get stolen. A great game. A great game would say, here we go. Let's go again. Anyways, I think a lot of people use that meme or like use a version of that argument to be like, oh yeah, English teachers just make up symbolism and metaphors and all this other stuff, even though it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, oh, you don't get it, dog. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't want to do art. Criticism is an art form itself. You must practice it. There is no right answer in art. There's no right answer in criticism. But there is good art and there is bad art. And there is good criticism. There's well-reasoned criticism. And there is bad criticism. Like, as someone who believes this about art, how do I square that away from readings that are like the exact opposite of what the art is saying? Yeah, it's like, the way that you square it is, so criticism is an art form. It is not a comment on the internet. So when somebody says, I think the game is about this, they are not doing the same thing that I am doing. I hate to say that. Like, I will write essays, and then I will get comments back on my essays that are like, Jake, you're wrong. I think it's this. But those people are not in conversation with me because I have performed the act of criticism and they have not. They might think that they are in conversation with me, but they are not. Once they write an essay that says what they think, then they are in conversation with me. The difference between good criticism and bad criticism has nothing to do with how did it read? Did they produce a good essay? If I get handed in an essay from an English class, if I get handed an essay and the essay sucks, but I think that all of their reads are correct, I'm like, oh yeah, these are a lot of the conclusions that I would have come to in this same text. But it doesn't take me on a ride. It's not structured in a way that allows me to see the clarity in their understanding. They don't show their work on a math test. You know what I mean? That it's a bad piece of criticism because it's not about the conclusion. The conclusion is ultimately unimportant. It's about the piece of criticism, the piece of art created unto itself. What about criticism of Pokemon Legends ZA Online? Is that one not constructive? I don't really know what that means. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. What about the video about AZ being about the housing crisis then? You'd grade the essay? I'm not sure what people are talking about. There are things more important than reaching the end. It's how good of a lawyer you are, essentially. So here's like the thing about YouTube videos is like not all YouTube videos are created equal. Some YouTube videos are content. And I think some of them are closer to essays. And that is not for, I will not be the arbiter of this. I will not be the one being like, okay, you're doing something here or you're not doing something. I think sometimes it's worth imagining how a video essay would play if it was written down. And just, this is not about any video in particular. This is just something that I find. I find that a lot of YouTube video essays can't get out of being a certain kind of content. And what I mean by that is they don't stick on one idea. And instead of like saying, okay, here is my claim about Legends ZA, and I'm going to dig into this from a bunch of different angles, they instead have a video that's about like 50 different things that they noticed, and they kind of just like move from thing to thing. And the structure could have been, you could have arranged the different parts in different order and it wouldn't have changed anything because the structure of what they were doing was not important. And that's the kind of piece that I think if you saw it written down, you would literally be like, oh, this does not work. This only works because it's a YouTube video, because it's content, right? I hope people know what I mean by that. That's very clear to me when I watch certain things. Yeah. What makes a criticism constructive rather than like nitpicky? Ooh, that's a big question, right? I would say that a big like constructive criticism is oriented towards the goal of a piece. So it's about kind of trying to decode what the piece is trying to achieve and then evaluating whether the choices serve that goal. So oftentimes, so like when I'm talking about some of the scenes in this game, I would say things like, hey, I think that this scene here is about, it's trying to build tension, but the choices it's making are actually allowing that tension to fall out of the scene, out of the bottom. They're making pacing choices that are making the scene become so slow so the tension evaporates. You know what I mean? We were just talking about that earlier. I think that good criticism, constructive criticism is also specific. If you are talking about choices being made in a game, oh God, this is like a huge thing in my Pokemon Black and White essay, is that I feel like I'm the first person to criticize the character of N by actually looking at what he says and just like really zooming in on what he says. And I think a lot of poor criticism kind of points to an outline, kind of what they think the character is supposed to be. And they frame it as like, this is what this person means, right? N? Yeah, N in Pokemon Black and White. Why are people N question mark? Yeah. So your trainer comes from New Vimatown and lives with mom. Who? Why are people saying this? I think the other thing about good criticism is that, oh God, and I know this is annoying. I'm sorry. Is that you have to prioritize actual things. You have to prioritize it can't just be like all feelings and vibes. It has to be like, when you say the word tone, what does that mean? What tone means? When you say structure, when you say pacing, when you say clarity, emotional logic, audience experience, like, are you pulling from actual terms that are meant to, that are like sussed with meaning? Or is it a lot of this kind of like, you know it when you see it kind of way? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes people say things like stakes, pacing, and tone, and it's just vibes based. Dude, I kind of go crazy with this because I think that there are a lot of words that people use in the video game review space that just ultimately mean nothing. My newest one is gameplay. I think gameplay is just a complete fake term. I don't know what gameplay is at this point. We just use it. And I kind of have the same criticism of story, plot, and narrative. I don't think anybody uses these words in an effective way. I think they just use them as like, I just need words, you know? Yeah. Seeing people just use the word gameplay is so obnoxious. You know, I know it's yeah, it is obnoxious. And it's like, all that does is it serves as a divide between gameplay and story, and you like can't separate those things. So like, I'm sorry. When I am watching the cutscene, I am playing the fucking video game. Like, I don't, you know, so yeah, people are just so weird about it. Yeah, I don't know. That's why in some games, like in Pokemon Sun and Moon, where people are like, "Oh, there's too many cutscenes," they're talking about a video game experience. They're talking about pacing. God. Finally, we made it. Chat, apologies to the room. I must take a Bionis break. Oh God, what is happening with these little dinos? I must take a Bionis break. Apologies. I will be right back. If you are here and you are enjoying the discussion, I do want to remind you that I have a podcast every single week and a bonus pod on patreon.com/criticalerror every single week. And it's a podcast about how we talk about games. If these conversations are can you unpause so we can jam? Yes. If you are interested in these kinds of conversations about applying like an artful and critical lens to video games and gaming discourse, I highly recommend please go subscribe to the Critical Error podcast. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we do not reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I told Peter, my co-host, whose wedding is on December 31st, that he cannot get married. He will have to eat his fiance's engagement ring. He cannot get married. His wedding is on December 31st. Please, you have until the end of the year to subscribe to the Critical Error podcast. We must reach 1,000 subscribers, please. Okay, chat. I'll be right back. I'll leave it here so you can listen to the music. We're back, chat. All right, two things. One, I was just talking to my wife about the glory that is the pomegranate. I love pomegranates, chat. I'm glad it's pomegranate season. God damn. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is I'm currently stop. They're not okay. They're delicious. Stop. And then the other thing is that I'm currently building a game for my wife's birthday. Her 30th birthday is coming up. And something I do every year for my birthday is that I make a game. And I make all of my friends come over and play it. That's my birthday tradition. And this is the first year that I'm making a game for her birthday. And it is the most involved game I have ever made. It is I'm so excited. I'm like dying for her birthday because I just can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to play this game. It's so involved. What kind of game is this? So, I've made a bunch of different kinds of games in the past. I've made board games. I've made like trivia games. But oftentimes what my games do, kind of like tabletop, yeah, what they do is they combine elements of like all of these things. So there's like different phases to it. Or it's like you answer questions, like trivia questions to get currency. And then your currency gets you like a weapon, and then you take that weapon and you have like a boss fight, and you like get different moves, and you do, and it's, I don't know. So there's like a lot. There's like a lot going on. They're super involved. But one of my favorite things that I do in my games is that when people come over for the party, is that I hand everyone an envelope. And the envelope has like a few things in it. It has, first off, it always has a hidden agenda. And this is throughout the party, from the beginning to the end. It is a secret mission that person must complete without anyone calling out that they are doing their hidden agenda. So if somebody goes, hey, is that your hidden agenda? Are you doing your hidden agenda right now? Then done. You're done. You don't get the points for it. But then if you do get the points, there's an announcement. Oh, a player has just completed their hidden agenda, and they get a bunch of points. So that's a fun thing. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But no, it's very involved. It's very fun. My anybody that's ever been invited to one of my birthday games, it's kind of like a legendary thing in my circles. That every year I get people texting me. They're like, "Hey, are you making a game this year?" Just so yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. Oh man. Can you act suspicious to get people to call you out on the wrong thing? Yes, Curry Dragon. And this is a strategy that veterans to my birthday game have employed over the years. They've been like, oh, I'm going to like go stack something over here. I'm going to go flip the calendar, because that's something I've done in the past. It's like flip the calendar to a certain month and like write something on a certain day. I've done that. So people will just like do random things in the hopes that somebody will call them out. So yeah, no, it's a whole thing. Oh, man. And it's so funny. I never play the games because I make them. I just host the games, and people are always like, don't you want to play? And I'm like, no, I just want to watch everybody play the game. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not sure if my wife's listening, so we have to be quiet for this part. Hold on. I have to be quiet for this part. So, a new element that I am introducing in my wife's birthday game this year is there's going to be a secret survivor element introduced, okay? So everybody is going to show up thinking that they're playing an individual game. And early on, when we're playing, it is going to be revealed that maybe some of these people that you have backstabbed, some of these people that you have been playing a competitive game with, maybe now you find yourself on a team with them. And you are going to have to vote someone out. And yes, there is a immunity idol. There is going to be a secret immunity idol hidden in my house that a guest could find, and it's going to be in a little envelope, and they're going to open it, and it's going to say, "Oh, you found your hidden." It's very exciting. Okay, listen. This is a first. This is going to shock. This is I can't tell you. You don't have the context. This is going to shock the party goers. Okay. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. Okay. But one element of it, so the person is not out, is that I'm kind of doing a they get moved into a different part of my house, and this person has a challenge to complete in that room, and they are not allowed back into the game until they complete that puzzle. And then once they complete the puzzle, they have to earn their way back into the game by challenging someone who is still in the game to a specific challenge that they draw like a card, and it tells them what they have to do, and they pick their target. And then if they win that, then they're back in the full game. Listen. As I said before, it's an incredibly involved game. I'm very excited about it. Okay. Finally, we made it. Meow. So good to be on land again. It was a pretty long voyage. This place seemed more empty than Poppy expected, though. Most likely because this is a small port separate from the main city. Wait, I'm so sorry. Can I tell you my favorite hidden agenda that I've ever done? My favorite hidden agenda that I've ever given somebody was I gave my friend a card, and their hidden agenda was to get a specific person to call them out on doing a hidden agenda. And I thought that was so funny. I thought that it was literally so funny, dude. It was like them trying to convince somebody they didn't know to be so confident that they would say to a stranger, I think you're doing your hidden agenda. Because that's the other thing. A lot of my friends are in like separate social circles, and my friends don't know each other. I'm like the middle person that knows everybody. So a lot of people only know each other from like once a year. Oh my god, it's so good. All right, anyways. Oh man. This is a small port separate from the main city. That must be it. So I suppose our next task is to journey to the capital. From what I heard in the ship, if we just head out of the port to the right, it should be a straight path there. Not too far off then. Still, this is our first time in this country, so we'd better keep our wits about us. Agreed, it might be best to make preparations before we head out. Oh, okay. Preparations. Sure. So, chat, I noticed that earlier I got a little notification that was like, this crystal is like ready to be awakened. And I was like, whoa. What this? The beastly core crystal. What is this? Is this important? I never saw a notification like that before. Man, a game withdrew their nomination from the Game Awards debut indie. It may not even be a high level of integrity, but it is refreshing. Wow, which game? Put it on Rex. It's from the spider boss that we fought. It's a special blade. Oh, wait, but now Uninformed says give it to Nia. Open it on Rex or save it for later. When they were like, Rex is best? Mega Bonk withdrew. It was not their first game. That's awesome. Do not give it to Nia. Uninformed is trolling. Save it for later. I already have good blades. I agree. I do already have good, like I want for nothing in my blades. You know what I mean? So chat, when they say prep, like what does that mean? Like what does the game want me to do? Should I just, is there actual prep I need to do, or should I just go to like the quest marker? You got Cosmos, you already won? Sick. Chat, is Cosmos, in addition to being rare, is Cosmos like very strong? Is that an element of this as well? PDD. Yes? Okay. Constance, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Oh, okay, she's strong. She's like actually strong. Okay. I guess I can't really tell when I'm like in battle, you know what I mean? I see. So I can just like keep Cosmos with me the whole game. Why, Army of Mor Ardain not more speedy? If things keep go like this, my precious cargo spoil before it reach capital. Something bothering, friend? Oh no, what my eyes see. If not driver, with time to spare. That's funny. Dear driver, I have a request. Let's hear the details. Downtown, okay, take the stuff, but right now, not safe. I asked Ardanian soldiers there to help with mop up, but it looks like it takes some time still. Long story short, friends look like they're ready to go. So help me. Please. Please. Of course, let's okay. This guy's hard to understand. Okay, here we go. Beat up the nasty land wolf and the new skeeter in the cargo transportation zone. Okay. Road to the capital. Yeah, I say we do it. Active quest, chat. Active quest. Let's go. Let's go get him. Rest in peace, the Noog Skeeter. Skeeter? I barely know her. Damn it.
What have we here?
Chat, do we have any Office fans in the chat? I'm watching The Office for like, I don't know, kind of the first time. Like obviously I had to passively seen it a fair bit, but I'm like actually watching it right now with my wife, who's a big fan. I'm gonna say it's a little bit better than I thought it was. Not a lot. I still think a lot of the humor does not work on me. But it's not as bad as I thought. It's one of those shows that I'm like I think it's fine. I don't know why. It's like, it's one of those things. I'm like, why do people like it that much though? You know what I mean? There's stuff like that. It's like huge. Like people will talk about it like it is a seminal work, and I guess it is. It's just one of those things I have like a hard time connecting to. I hate how it's filmed. Oh, interesting.
Really? Could Tora even become as good as Rex?
Guys, I just
Come out.
Jim and Pam, I like despise Jim and Pam. I have such a problem with them. They make me so mad. And I can't tell if that's how I'm supposed to feel or not. I think the show wants me to be Jim. They want me to see the world through his eyes. And I just can't help it. I can't help it, Chad. I get so mad. Like, he's so irony-pilled. He is obsessed with irony. Literally every single thing he does, he's like, I hate this. This is lame. This is stupid. Except when I do it, it's ironic and funny. Oh my god, you should get back to work, but not me. I don't work. I'm ironic. I don't like him, Chad.
At 120%.
With the power of friendship.
Oh, nice. Power of friendship line. The Office has produced a lot of memes, though? Okay. What is your favorite comedy? Shit. What a question. Curb Your Enthusiasm? Larry David?
Just so.
Thanks for the support.
I was just watching this episode of The Office where they go to like a dinner party, and there's this one part where they start playing this like music CD, and it's like really bad and embarrassing, and it's like, oh, this is awful, and Jim is in like physical pain, and then the episode ends and they leave and they're sitting in a fast food place parking lot, and Jim is like, I stole the CD, and then they just like put it on and just like are listening to it, but they're like listening to the CD ironically, and it's like, this is good now actually, and it makes me so mad, chat. It makes me so mad. I'm like, how can you be this possessed by irony? It's too much. It's too far. It's not that fun to be ironic. It's not. You know what I mean? Oh, man.
Hit it, no! Why not?
Whatever you say. Oh my god. I think it came out, I think that show came out in a time in which irony was like hot. Irony was like being like apathetic, you know, was like the coolest thing you could be. And I think we're over it now. Oh, I don't think I have anybody that picks up from this. I think we're over it now. I think apathy is out. Remember when not caring was the big thing? It's true. I think it's out. I think it's out. I think some people still do it, but I think those people are uncool. You know what I'm saying? I think they're kind of losers.
Thanks for the support. Be careful with
Yeah, empathy. Exactly. Empathy is cool now.
Hey, we got through it in one piece, didn't we? Besides, you're so smart.
Can I be honest with you though? I think that like there's a certain kind of empathy that's on its way out. I think like we've had like 6 years of people being really into therapy speak, and I think I think it's over. I think therapy speak is over. It's on its way out. People are seeing through it. They're like, no, you have to be authentic. Radical honesty is in. 2026. Radical honesty is in. Therapy speak? Well, I see you and I hear you right now, but I ask that you make space for my feelings, even though that they are ultimately selfish. Please make space. Please make space for how I am feeling right now. People got too hopped up on therapy speak without understanding like what was underneath it in a meaningful way, I think. And now people just kind of like weaponize the words. People have been doing that? Oh my god, yeah. Listen, maybe I'm just in more lived out circles than you guys. Let's go. Huge. Oh, now we just need rock.
Always have been, always will. Go for it. Surrender while you can. Blade combo. Awesome.
Why not?
Damn, almost got him. Man, we're really fighting a lot of these guys. This is like who we're supposed to be fighting, right? The amount of therapy speak I heard surrounding the Will Smith slap. Yeah, it's funny. It's a side quest. Everything they say when they talk like that just feels AI generated. Oh god. I can't even. Guys, I try to minimize the amount of time I spend talking about AI online because I just find it to be like, I don't know. Like, congratulations, you're getting stupider. Congratulations. It's like everybody online just wants to brag about becoming a moron. I'm like, all right, if that's your prerogative. Oh, actually, Jake, it's about being efficient. It's a tool. Okay. Sure. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm sure it's making you more intelligent. I'm sure that's what's going on.
Let us make much of it now.
My thoughts exactly.
Guys, you know what's really tough? LinkedIn right now is a AI hellscape. And it's worse than just like the posts are being written by AI. It's that the posts are written by AI about how good AI is, and I have to resist every single day not commenting on some random post that surfaces on my feed just to go, damn dog, you really thought that this slop was good? Fuck, like, seek help, because I don't know what else to say to these people. I'm like, wow, you produced this wall of text, barely read it, and actually thought it was good. That is so embarrassing, dude. Oh my god. Give me a second. see. Bro. There you go. You'll all appreciate this. Here we go. Took me 5 seconds. This is you guys will love this. You will love this. Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh, whoops. This is a working example of one of our idols, drawn by an artist, animated by Gen AI, with runtime green screen chroma keying, and then switching to runtime spine animation made by an animator for gameplay. I don't think this has been done before. It's a bleeding edge, real world example of Gen AI actually having some tangible benefit in game dev. It's essentially FMV to gameplay. However, the FMV background is transparent and draw in the stack with pre-multiplied alpha. Even with GPU shaders, my PC is nice and toasty warm. He posted this. He posted that. Bleeding edge on LinkedIn, dude. Oh my god. So awesome. It's so awesome. Oh man. Oh. Incredible stuff. Oh man. Oh, it's good. Oh man. You think you've seen it all? Oh god. So awesome. A lot of people use AI video tools. At Framesmiths, we master AI production. There's a difference. I was fooling around with AI video when the fabled Will Smith eating noodles video was, well, it was something. Since then, we've been forging our craft with AI, and boy has it come a long way. Anyone can generate an AI clip. Type a prompt, hit enter, done. Cool beans. But creating production-grade content, that requires creative vision, taste, and technical mastery. This to me is very obviously ChatGPT. This part. Oh, dude. I'm sorry. This also, you did it to yourself. I'm sorry. You did it to yourself. This is ChatGPT, 100%. Oh my god. Nobody's doing that era. Nobody. No shot. I'm sorry. No shot. But here's what sets us apart. We understand, dude, I feel like AI loves shit like this. All right, let's see it. Let's see. Below is a little snippet from a video we put together for a company ages ago. Here we go. Here we go. What's the comments like? it's incredible. This is the future for sure. Your guys are doing wicked stuff. Love this. Nice. All right. There's a quiet kind of flex no one talks about. Not the promotion, not the company milestone, not the... Dude, this is AI. This is ChatGPT. This is 100% ChatGPT. Oh, here it is. Here, look at this. Look at this list. Look at this. Oh, my God. That's not... Oh, bro. That's not hustle. That's harmony. Fuck, dude. Clowns. Oh, God. It's so obvious. I don't know how people miss it, to be... I don't know. That's not hustle. That's harmony. What's that called? What's that term for that? Oh, yeah. Rhetorical contrast. I think AI loves a rhetorical contrast. So be wary of that. It's not just this. It's this. It's not X. It's Y. Because it's like empty. You know what I mean? They love that. They think it sounds like meaning, but it's not. Be wary of that. I've actually, guys, it's affected the way that I write. I actually have gone through things that I've written and I've been like, I'm literally not gonna make this choice because I know that like, there's some AI in there. Jake, I believe you missed my Pokemon review request. I just don't know. I don't know if that's the vibe of the stream right now. We'll see. We'll see if I get to it. It's not intelligence. It's artificial. Yeah, dude, they're AI. I just think like getting AI to write a social media post is like fucking insane. Like, are you really getting anything out of that? Like, oh God, it's so weird, dude. I am a robot. Yeah, just don't post. Don't post. Hey, Jake, how are you? Good. I discovered you with your Xenoblade videos a month ago. I love them. I'm currently finishing 3 right now. So much better than 2, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people have told me, to be honest. I've been getting, a lot of normal people have told me that 3 is good, which normal people have never told me that 1 and 2 are good, if I'm being completely honest, Jake. Wow, we're really going up. They don't think 1 is good? I don't think 1 reached out to people the way that 3 did. 3 kind of hit in the space in a way that 1, you know, it was back on the Wii. I think the relevance, the zeitgeist with 1, I don't know. It didn't play right. Who was that little dinkus?
So this is the Imperial capital.
Speak up, Dromark.
Such a big city. Maybe their place is selling rare junk parts for upgrading Poppy. Time to go look.
Master Pawn, Poppy would rather use new parts if possible.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Lion. Oh my God, Harry, 8363 Evil's Bane, Zanzies, it is an Idija, and Idealia. You were just gifted a sub. No ads, baby. Must feel good. Must feel good. You'll love to see it. Time to get to the part of the chapter that normal people do not like. Oh, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Feels very good. Evil's Bane, welcome, welcome. No ads. Oh my God, incredible stuff. Thank you so much, Lion, for supporting the stream. I appreciate it. Man, look at all these gifteds coming in. Fantastic stuff. Guys, when are we going to do the Kingdom Hearts close read? That's my question.
Meh, meh. Is that you there, Tora? Have not seen Tora in long time. Remember me? Mui Mui?
Huh? Why random old guy know Tora's name?
Oh, Tora not remember me at all. It Mui Mui. I was assistant of Professor Susu, your grandpeepon.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, you that old remember. Mooey Mooey should have said to start with.
Mooey Mooey did say.
Oh, right. Mooey Mooey not very interesting, so Tora forgot he exists.
Tora? That's not very nice.
No, I do not blame Tora. Tora was very young back then. Not surprising he forget.
Besides, Master Pawn was quite distracted just now, only thinking of how to upgrade Poppy.
Why, could it be? This looked like artificial blade.
Mooey Mooey right. Tora studied Grandpapon and Dadapon's blueprints carefully and finished construction.
Meh, how wonderful. If only Professor Su still here to see results of hard work.
Mooey Mooey, you have any idea where Dadapon went?
That day when the lab was attacked, Mooey Mooey was out on errand. When I got back, Professor Susu's body was lying there. But there was no sign of Professor Tatazo.
I see. Even Mooey Mooey not know.
Do not feel down, Master Pawn. We will find Dadapon someday. Though no evidence for this hypothesis.
Anyway, Mooey Mooey apologize for interrupting your trip when you just arrived in city. Friend of Mooey Mooey run an inn just up ahead. Place with famous hot springs. If you like, Mooey Mooey can try to get you discount.
Mooey Mooey is best friend! Has many amazing places in it.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Wow! World has...
Ah, that feels good.
Such wondrous bliss. Makes aching of journey melt away.
Hang on. Should you even be in the bath? Won't you rest or something?
They're no problem. Poppy made from special alloy. No rust or need for oil.
I'm glad they answered the question that was on everyone's minds.
Tora thought of everything, huh?
Master Pawn is finest artificial blade maker in all the world.
Hey, Pyra. Come on in, the water's great. Wait, Mithra? Huh?
Is there a problem?
I guess not, but... Nice bod you've got there.
Thanks. When I told her there was a hot spring here, Mithra was dead set on trying it out. So, here I am.
Must be interesting for you guys.
Laying on the sofa, cup of orange juice in my hand. Waiting for some thunder, fireworks, some fun. I haven't been feeling it lately. Technology, come and help me. I just wanna feel a bit naughty. Think I'm gonna paint him in pretty. He will give me his love and all the loving that I'm needing. 'Cause the way he feels is almost real, and I'll keep going that way. I'm needing for love and for my liking. Jacob made him. All my friends are dating IRL and
Okay, so here's my problem. All right. All right, so here's my issue. Okay, I'm just trying to really understand what's happening inside of my body right now. Sorry, I'm going through a lot of changes, and I just want to take account of them so that I can properly translate them to the audience. Okay, so I think I am less bothered by the overt horniness. I think okay, let me just get something out of the way. I think that the scene being like a bathhouse scene and them going into the thing, I don't think this is really bothering me that much. I think it's like inoffensive, right? And that is not to say that you should weaponize that and you should say, "Oh, Jake said it was inoffensive, so it doesn't matter." If somebody said, "Actually, Jake, I think that this is fucking annoying and it, you know, I don't know," I would hear that perspective. For me, the way that I exist in the world, that part of it is not getting under my skin. I think what's getting under my skin are two things. One, the people who are like, Jake, there's actually something deep going on with the way the game wants you to objectify these characters. Like, shut the fuck up. Like that might be true on some level, but it's also true on the level that this is just like, this is, you know, there are elements of this that are for the gooners, okay? And you have to accept that. If you cannot accept that, then you are in denial. You are in denial, and you must seek help. It is okay. There are elements here that were forged by Gooner society. You must accept that. You must. Okay? You are denying what is in front of you, okay? That is the first thing. Okay, my second thing is I guess I'm just like freaking out about what we are doing in this game. I am like actually like this is like fucking me up that we see Pyra switching between Mithra and they're just like cool and talking to each other and they're like switching back and forth right in front of our eyes. And the game was like, this is when we're going to show Jake that. This is how we're going to show that this is the relationship. It's like fucking me up, chat. I feel like it's no thoughts, all vibes. It's just information. I like there's something like so careless happening right now that is I think what is like giving me anxiety. So if you think about like, if you go way back, if you think about like Aristotle's Poetics, okay, he wrote about anagnorisis and peripetia or whatever, which is like recognition and reversal. And the idea is that like a successful story progression contains moments where characters reevaluate what they think that they know. And that's like so important. That is so important in stories, right? That is so important. That's like a key element of all stories, reevaluating what they think they know. And I felt like this reveal of Mithra was such an important thing in the game. Like the game thinks that Mithra is so important, this relationship between Pyra and Mithra, and it came at such an important time, right? We had a sequence that had a lot of attention pulled onto it. The stakes were high. It was a threat that the party was not able to face. It was a really big challenge. The cutscene took up so much space on the page. We killed Vandom in the scene, and the big takeaway from that scene is Mithra. Mithra is the big takeaway. The story is like telling you that this person is so important, and I feel like no character experiences recognition or reversal, whether that be Pyra's, like Mithra is here now, whereas to our knowledge, she was not present in the game before that moment. And there is no recognition of this. There is no reversal of this. The game is like adding facts, but the game is completely uninterested in like revelations. What are our beliefs about the world that we are supposed to confront? There is a past that Mithra represents, right? That's kind of the whole thing that they're trying to set up here. And I think like it's just information. It's just like we're entering information into a computer and we are introducing it in a way that is so, I don't know, man. Like you have to work so hard to pull something out of this. You have to work so hard. This is what I always say about like the generous reader and how people are like, oh, the game gets better if you keep going. I just like right now I'm just like disagreeing with that assessment, and I think what's happening is that there's a funnel of players, and the largest number of players, and we know this for a fact. This is true of any game. The largest number of players do not stick around. So anybody that would have been critical of the end or where the game goes has already left. They did not stick around. So by virtue of making it to the end of the game, you are going to be more generous to it because you went through the beginning, whereas like a lot of people did not. So, Jake, do you think that the fact that the devs had to come back to the game with we didn't explain some things how we wanted proves your point of the game focusing on the wrong parts at this point in the game? Jake, do you think that the fact that devs had to come back to the game with we didn't explain some things how we wanted proves your I'm having a hard time following what that means, but maybe that's why I struggle liking talking to people who think who is their favorite. There are interesting thematic ideas that end up being sure. For what it's worth, where you are right now is generally considered the worst part of the game. Yeah, and I'm sure it's because the worst part of the game is when the highest concentration of players bounce off of it. Yeah. For what I'm so sad to have you leave in a moment of learning, but I'll definitely watch the video. Have a nice stream, Jake. Oh, thank you. Everything you're saying about Xenoblade 2 is reminding me how much better 3 does its characters. From what I've seen, people who dislike the early stuff, they mainly mean literally the second half is where it gets better. Takahashi said in interviews that they didn't explain parts of the game right, including this area. It's part of why they expanded on so many things in the DLC. Oh, no, no. I think Takahashi is incapable of understanding my criticism of this game, to be completely honest with you, because that to me sounds like somebody thinking that what I need is an explanation. I do not need an explanation. I do not need more information. This is kind of exactly what I'm trying to get to here. I need less. I need attention. I need focus. It's not like Takahashi has never said that. Okay, that's good. No. People do this all the time. When I did this video with Dusty Gogo on a YouTube channel called Notes on Pokemon, and we did like a spoiler cast for Legend ZA, and I had people in the comments being like, "Oh, Jake, I saw the story differently," and then they could just kind of like explain like this character was doing this, and this Pokemon represents this, and this blah 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 blah, and I'm like, "Oh, you're not talking about the same thing I'm talking about." It's not understanding what's happening that I'm confused about. I'm not confused about anything. I don't feel anything. There's no confusion. I just want to make that clear. I understand everything that the game is doing, and I understand everything that is happening. I'm completely with the game in terms of what I need to know at this point in the game. I'm just not interested or attached to it. I'm not feeling anything. It's just, I feel like you could shuffle up all of these scenes and present them in any order because it doesn't matter. They're not doing anything. They're just giving you information. It doesn't matter if they give you this piece of information first or this piece of information second. It's like completely uninterested in like taking you on a ride. It's just information. So it reminds me of the Metroid Prime 4 overview trailer. Really bad trailer because it doesn't escalate. It doesn't build. It's just all information. So wait, Jake, did you talk about your thoughts on ZA? I want to hear that. Yeah, there was a YouTube video I did. Yeah, we did kind of like a long conversation where I talked about why I think that that story is unsuccessful at the end of the day. It's like a podcasty style conversation, so it's not you know, it's not like good crit, but here's that video if you're interested in that. It's just off the dome. I'd love to know your opinion on the Metroid Prime 4 situation right now, dude. One of the craziest, most defensive fan bases in video games. Just admit that your trailer is bad. Nobody is saying your game is bad. Just admit your trailer is bad. That is it. Just admit it. Admit it. Admit. Say your trailer is bad. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Do you think many Pokemon stories are successful? I feel like most aren't, other than maybe Sun and Moon and the Unova games. I know. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them are successful. I think that Black and White is not. I wrote an essay on the Black and White story that you might be interested in reading. There it is. Okay. Back to the game. Bro, I said I was not gonna say anything about the feat shots. I wasn't gonna say a single fucking thing, and then they slipped one more in there, and I said I was at the limit. I was at the fucking edge. My cup was filled, and I said, you drop one more little toe into this cup, that I'm gonna fucking say something. So there, they got me. They got me to say something about the feat. They got me. Oh yeah, congratulations. I was.
Anyway, I think I'm heading out.
Nia, are you?
Well, yeah.
Do you want us to keep this quiet?
I'd appreciate it, yeah, for now.
Understood. You got it.
Thanks.
Okay, I want to make something clear. That I think is a little fucked up. That scene had more kind of like general movement than most of the little scenes of just people talking ever have, and it was just for the sake of like sloshing around in the bath and having moments where it's like, oh, we're kind of peeking out of visibility here, and like, oh, we're kind of doing it. It was for no reason. The way that was done for no reason other than to titillate a certain kind of audience member, and that is what you need to understand. It is more than just the designs. It is more than just having big boobies. It's shit like that where you can tell that there was attention paid to there. No, I really get mad about the people that deny stuff like this. I really get mad about it. It is just a completely closed-minded perspective.
Whew, that was a good bath.
Mithra seemed very pleased.
Also, I find that tease of whatever is going on with Nia to be ineffective because the entire game has been pointing towards her having some kind of secret backstory thing. We know this. We've known this the entire game. That scene does not give me any more or less information about it. It doesn't make me feel any particular way about it. It's her entire character up through this point has been, I have a secret that I am not telling the group. And I feel that Mithra being the one to react to the secret is ineffective writing because Pyra has been the person who has been on the journey with Nia this entire time, and it is the most uninteresting person to see Mithra have a secret with Nia. It does nothing to me. It is not a reaction. It is not, there's no friction there. There's nothing interesting is happening in that. It is so ineffective. It is so boring. And it is just the game being like, there's a secret. We're gonna come, we're gonna, It's boring.
Well, it was my first bath in 500 years. I think I have the right to savor it.
Can you just switch whenever?
With Pyra? Of course.
Bro, this game, they're so, they
Our
think we're
memories
fucking
are shared.
idiots.
So it doesn't matter that much who takes control.
Hmm. Sounds pretty handy. Hey, what the hell was that?
I cannot say. It sounds like some kind of disturbance.
Let's find out. Come on.
Dude, the writing in this game
What's
is
that
some of the
look
most
for?
scared writing that I have
I was just-
that I have encountered in like a long time. It feels like anytime they do anything, the writers have like panic and it overwhelms them and they go, "Okay, we've got to say it. We've got to say it. We've got to say it so they understand. We've got to say it." Like it's really weird. It's like really really scared writing.
Surprised to see you.
You'd rather I was her?
I didn't mean it like that.
That is almost interesting. It is almost interesting. That exchange right there. Almost.
Hey, can I ask something?
You need permission now?
Do you mind if I stay like this for the time being?
Like this? You mean as Mithra?
It hasn't been long since I woke up, and this is all new to you. We need time to adjust to using my power. She and I talked it over together. Mithra's power is much stronger than mine, but it has its limitations. It can be difficult to use in tight spaces. It might be best if you get used to using her in different situations.
I mean, I don't mind at all. I'd like to learn more about you, too.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, would you look at the time? Would you look at the time? It is time to make Mithra playable. It is time to make Mithra playable. Let's just go ahead and insert this scene right there. Okay. All right, perfect. We'll just have, okay. Great. Yeah. A reason why? Well, well, we want them to use Mithra later for a specific fight, but we don't want that to be the tutorial for Mithra, so maybe we just do that now. She just had a bath, so she smells good. That's good. That's good. Okay, should I put that in? Should I write that down? Should I tell them that, should I say, Rex should say she smells good? Don't say it. Oh, don't say that. Are you sure? Okay. Okay. All right. Got it. So just tutorial. For no reason. Yeah. That, right. Okay.
I don't see how I'm any different from her, really.
Really? You can certainly be more touchy sometimes.
This is the definition of generous reader. Definition. Because you just have to trust what the game is saying. You just have to trust it. Honestly, it was the same thing with all the Vandom stuff. They just like tell you stuff and they are begging you. They are begging you as the audience member to just like agree and to just be like, yeah. Yeah. Yep. They're different. Yep.
Well, that's just who I am. What do you expect me to do?
You see what?
Touchy means grumpy and irritable in British slang, guys. No. Touchy, that's what touchy means in, no. That's not British slang. That's what it, no. We are all familiar with that. We are all familiar, no. No, do not pretend that this is not like infamously British. Yeah.
What I mean?
What's that smile for?
No, I just thought it's been fun lately. A lot's happened since meeting Pyra. And now I've met you too.
A lot of that stuff can't have been easy, though. So why the smile?
Even rough patches can be valuable experiences. Is that weird?
Always the optimist.
Okay, we're all on the same page. We're all on the same page about pacing. I don't have to repeat myself. This whole conversation happening in this moment is very bad. We're just standing there talking about nothing. Okay, great. Good. Yep. Okay, good. Second thing, this kind of sometimes bad experiences are good and you learn from them thing being almost immediately following Vandam getting killed. This is a little like insane, right? This is a little, man, this sucks. God, this sucks hard. This sucks hard, chat.
Gramps gets mad at me for being too positive sometimes.
How many hours into this game? How many hours into this game do we have Rex looking at the camera saying, hey, this is kind of the thing I'm supposed to represent in this game? How many hours? How many hours? Like, what is happening? Like, is this a joke? I feel that this is, this is like dumbed down to a point that I think is, like grating.
More like all the time.
Was that over there?
Looks like it.
Well now, it seems Pyra will be taking a much-deserved break for the next while and a half. So now's your chance to work more closely with Mithra. Mithra wields powers that overshadow Pyra's, with her level 4 special, Sacred Arrow, calling down shafts of destructive light from the sky above. What that means, though, is that its use would be limited in places where the sky is obstructed. For example, by a roof. Make sure to plan accordingly. You can only use Mithra right now. Thank you, video game. I was unclear about that. Okay. So, like, this is what I'm saying, guys. I think I'm like really disappointed in this game because I just find the characters to be like profoundly empty. I feel like Mithra showing up means nothing. I feel like us working with Mithra means nothing. I feel like Pyra being kind of like put to the side means nothing. It's just like stuff happening to get to the next thing in the video game, and it's like making it hard for me to like even keep going, to be honest with you. It's like I feel that the game is like disrespecting me and like disrespecting my time a little bit, because I'm investing more than the game is investing in me, in a way. Yeah, I don't know. There's just like something here that feels careless, just absolutely careless. A first draft that was not edited, that just I don't know. Yeah, this is yeah, I'm really not liking this. I'm really not liking it. Oh god. Xenoblade, oh, Autumn, hello. Xenoblade Chronicles is a deep philosophic examination of the interpersonal experiences and political conditions that motivate people to do bad things, but it is also a harem anime you could only buy in the back of a store on VHS in 1998. I'm not saying you'll ever like it more, but I really do want to see you break down the game start to finish just to discuss where people get stuck on things, but it's your prerogative. I don't want to put you through something you don't want to do. I just think, I don't know, I think I see this game clearly. I think I see this game clearly, and I think the people that like it, are able to like write their way out of the boxes that I'm putting the game in, and I get it. It's like don't know. It's something that I see really clearly where it's not so interested in like the scenes themselves, but the fans I think are really interested in like the positioning of Rex and Pyra and Mithra and like what they represent, and they kind of create all of this like sprawling meaning out of it rather than, yeah, I don't know. I just like get it. I just feel like I've seen this like a million times, and I think it's like really apparent here. Yeah. Man, it's crazy. Still in the chat. Whenever I say something, it's like, I don't know, Jake. You'll feel different about it by the end. I'm like, okay. It never happens.
Wow!
People love saying stuff like that to me. It never happens.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
It's funny how I feel like I will say something that people did not experience, or no one has ever like brought up and said in the way that I'm saying it. And then people will just say, no, Jake, even though the perspective you're giving me is brand new, ultimately you will land on my perspective. And I find that to be like, I find that to be a weird way of operating. I don't know. All right, let's get this guy.
Watch yourself, Rex. All right.
All right, I've got to practice using Mithra. Hey, come back.
Yeah. You're done.
No. Focus. You fight Poppy.
I don't know, man.
You're done. I missed.
I guess I just think people like the ideas of the game more than they like. No, that's not even true. That's not what I mean to say. I think people like. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the ideas of the game so much that they convince themselves that like that stuff is always there, and that it's like always executed well or something. Man, I don't know. What's he saying?
Hit it now.
Sure, I'm on to you.
Astounding.
There was my special from the sky move.
Splendid. I could have done this blindfolded.
Would this count as a Reddit game in your eyes, or is it something different? I think it's something different because I don't necessarily think that the overwhelming opinion on this game is that it is some deep masterpiece. I think that the public opinion of this game is mixed.
Okay, bring it on.
I think that the fan base is treating this game the same way any fan base treats any game. I think that the way the fan base talks about this game is like largely the same way that Pokemon fans talk about Pokemon games. You know, so I don't think there's anything like unusual there. Man, it's just like not about anything, and I kind of know where it's going, and part of this is because I think maybe some people in comments and on Discord have done like a poor job of kind of hiding their responses to me when they try to kind of like fight back against what I'm saying. And I know that there's like, no, Jake, there's this idea of like everyone is fighting their own war. And I'm like, guys, that's just like not in here as much as you think it is. Like, I know how like that sounds like a big idea and that sounds like a bold thing. It's like, oh, everybody's fighting their own war. And I'm like, that goes this deep. Once you say like 3 things, you're done discussing that topic. That's not like constantly permeating through the text. It's there like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think to be fair to whom? It's not often this game is met with well-articulated criticism because it's so easy to hit the surface-level points. I never dropped the game, but playing it at like 16, I really didn't mind the shallowness. This far down the line, I imagine it's hard to break away from those original interpretations. Autumn said something to me once about how, like, maybe I can pull it up. Autumn said something to me that, like, blew my fucking brain once talking about this game and gave me some context that I did not originally have. And I think in our DMs, I literally said, I was like, can I quote you on this? So if I find that, maybe I could read it now. And I can get that, because there was something about how people were able to get like really attached to this game, and it like actually blew my fucking mind. Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go. Can I read this on stream? Okay. So on a previous stream, we were talking about people that said Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is character driven, and here's what Autumn said. What I'd say people mean by the game is character driven is that what people feel strongest about years after playing the game is the emotional climaxes of characters and the end state relationships among characters. Xeno's in the realm of gacha games and even like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy VII today, where there's character consumption through fan art and memes and even official character art that creates a paratextual relationship between audience and character. There's all this additive comprehension that creates buy-in. That's what I'm so interested in. Yeah. Oh. Autumn also said, it'd be interesting to talk about what the fandom looked like between this game getting announced and releasing, because as soon as the trailers dropped, there's fan art trying to piece together how the game is connected to Xenoblade Chronicles 1 or X through conjecture, basically reading heavily into all things that are not text, and people go into it with all of that buy-in. Oh, God, that's so good. So I think like what I appreciate about this is that I get it. And I think that that is a valid way to participate in any media as a fan. I think that fans do this like across all the time, and I get it. But I think that that is going to create like a huge fucking dissonance when you've got somebody who is divorced from all of that stuff, kind of doing a read on the text in a way that in video games you don't really see done a lot. Oh, Autumn's here. Autumn's in the chat. Autumn is a video game critic and writer that is extremely talented. Autumn, I'm trying to figure out like what the best thing to link to for you, but I'm just gonna put your Beast Guy in the chat. Please give Autumn a follow. Autumn was incredibly helpful during our Xenoblade Chronicles 1 streams, and even provided a link to a reading list of good and salient criticism about Xenoblade that I think a lot of people in this community really enjoyed. So a huge resource for us. But yeah, there's just like something happening here on this game where I think people are constantly trying to convince me about something that is like so real and so tangible to them about this game, but it's just inaccessible to me. It's like inaccessible to me because I don't think that like it is born of the page necessarily, and it is this like paratextual relationship between the audience and the character. There's like all this additive stuff, and it's about buy-in, and like buy-in is something I talk about a lot. Whenever I bring up being a generous reader, I'm talking about buy-in. I'm talking about like what motivates you to keep going, what makes you look at a scene that is maybe not doing a lot of work on its own and makes you like read into it more vigorously, more enthusiastically than someone else might. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Guys, I'm like heartbroken over the way that this game has handled Mithra. I am like truly heartbroken over it. I was like expecting something. I guess I just like wanted to like feel something, and even if like they do stuff later, by not matching these moments with like particular meaningful moments in the plot and the text, it's like such a missed opportunity to me. It's like such a failure in storytelling. Jake likes Mithra more as a Smash character. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that that's false. Oh, it's such a miss, dude. It's such a miss. I have like a very low opinion of the writing in this game. Yeah.
Happy power!
It was just so simple. Like, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was like so simple. The characters were there for like a purpose. They like were telling a story. Like, what is the prerogative here? It doesn't feel like the prerogative is to tell a story. It feels like their goal is to like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. You can put Mithra in her Smash outfit now? Wait a second. Okay. Here we go. How do I do it? How do I get it done? Jake, I think you need to pass that field. Oh, really? It's an ox core. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Did it do it? That's it? I forgot about the ox course, chat. That's big. All right, let's see. Mithra. Mithra. Oh, here we go. Did it happen? I think so. Yep, it happened. Nice. All right, sick. All right, let me see this gate. Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't see this. Okay, my bad. Will she show up like that in the cutscenes? Probably not. Oh, nice. Organization 13. Oh, he caught the bullet. Do you think it's Mickey Mouse?
What the hell? I know we didn't miss.
What the hell?
No, look. Huh. That body, mechanical. What?
I think that there's a lot of like defensiveness with Xenoblade 2 fans, maybe because it comes from this place of you can always go, you just don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it like I do. And I just, you can always do that because there's like so much stuff. There's so much information. And I think people weaponize that. I think people weaponize that there's like a lot of like lore and information and like background details. And they use that as like a substitute for like saying something meaningful.
Who's that?
Meh?
Oh, sick. Hell yeah.
Lila?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Wait! Lila!
Dude, Mark 1.
Wait up, Tora.
Oh shit, how did she feel about seeing that? Ah, over there. That's nice. Come on, friends. Chase after quick.
If they seek a fight,
Let's go, Keeper.
Take that.
Iron focus!
Why not? Sure. Take that. Ha! Don't forget. Ha! Take that.
What are you guys doing up there? You gonna come and fight? What is this? There you go.
Fucking do
Don't
it!
forget.
What did you just say? Did you just say fucking something?
Double spinning kick.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh god, do not go in the steam. Do not go in the steam. Tora! Alright, we're good. Oh man. I really like how they emphasize how different Mithra is, and then the only immediate gameplay difference is the unique special. I'm sorry. We need to talk. We need to talk about this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They emphasize how different Mithra is. Please enlighten me. How did they emphasize that? Tell me what I am missing. I'm fascinated by this. I am fascinated by this. The whole scene where they were like, Mithra is stronger. You need to get used to using her. She's blunt and Pyra is sweet. You see, Jake, she's touchy, unlike Pyra. You weren't paying attention, joking. If anything, they emphasize how much Pyra and Mithra are identical, but whatever. They directly said so in the cutscene. Okay, so this is kind of like what I'm talking about when I feel like when I say that this stuff is fake. I think that the game says, hey, we're really, really different from each other, but nothing is different because Mithra is there. Like nothing. Nothing in the game. There is no veering of any character or path in the game because Mithra exists. Like, it's just talk. And I don't even think that the talk is particularly good. I don't know, guys. I thought when Mithra was introduced, there was this like, oh, Mithra doesn't want to work with us. Mithra doesn't want to be here. And now, out of literally nowhere, they've just decided, okay, now you are going to work with Mithra, and she's like down for it. And she's maybe a little like, why you don't want to work with me? And it's like, why? Like, why? Why does she want to work with us at all? What is her goal? What is her feel? What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, I was saying it doesn't work because there's no actual difference. Okay, yeah, see, I get what you were saying with, like, the gameplay. There's no actual difference. Because I know what you mean. It's like, oh, Jake, you can't... There's one attack that you can't use if there's a roof above you. It's like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. But, like... I just don't get it. Like, this is what's driving me freaking crazy. It's like... Okay, here's my take. Mithra is immediately better if she looks exactly the same as Pyra, minus one small aesthetic thing that is barely noticeable, okay? I think Mithra being blonde and having a different color scheme as Pyra is doing too much heavy lifting for that character. I think Pyra, it should be like a personality switch, okay? And it should be something that's like, you don't even notice when it's Mithra and when it's Pyra unless you like look closely at a certain thing, and then you can kind of play around with it. Then you can do, okay, is anybody reading Chainsaw Man right now? I just started reading Chainsaw Man for the first time, and I'm maybe like a month or so ago, and I'm almost caught up. Yes, okay, I'm almost caught up. I'm maybe like 50 issues back from being caught up. Okay. You know how there's the current main character in Chainsaw Man? That's the girl, and the girl has the devil. There's the devil part of her too, and the only thing that changes is the scar on her face, the scars on her face. You know what I'm talking about? Asa, yes. Asa and Yoru, yes. Okay. All right. There's a scene in Chainsaw Man where Chainsaw Man, the character Denji, he discovers that there is this devil inside of Asa, okay? And he goes, wait, which one of you was jerking me off? Was it Asa or Yoru? And like, say what you will about whether or not that is woke. But I think what's important to me in that moment is that there being another person occupying this body is creating layers and tension and stuff for like the other characters to react to. Do you see how this is like an immediate difference? Instead, the way it's operating here, it feels like it feels like, and I know this isn't the case. Shut up. But it feels like there are just like two people, and it's like, okay. it feels less like Zelda and Sheik, two people doing, one person doing two different things, and more like Pokemon Trainer. It feels like Pokemon Trainer. It feels like Squirtle is here right now, Ivysaur's here right now. We can't both be here at the same time. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I think that this game could stand to have some layers present where Pyra and fucking Rex are like hanging out, and you can do things. You can like do things based on, Pyra is the person who's present right now, but actually Mithra is the person who's present right now, and kind of like going between those things to create tension and to create like a weird, like a mysterious, like a strange relationship between the two of them. Sometimes Pyra is really mean to me, but sometimes she acts like she's into me. Like, oh my god, tension, we're doing something right now. Like there's so many, man, it's like you could actually have like characters. I feel like this game does this thing where every character is like immediately working with, when you're allies, they all just like immediately bend to each other. They are like afraid of there being anything between them that like causes a problem. So the second something could cause a problem, they like immediately diffuse it. And I just wish that there was like more there that they couldn't lean on to do the work for them. And I think the thing that they're leaning on right now is like, look, Mithra's different. Mithra's different. Look, you see that she's different. You have to get used to her. That's it. That's it. By the way, Fujimoto has a really great short story. I assume this is the Chainsaw Man author, or the mangaka, as it were. I don't know if I used that correctly. Has a really great short story about author intention and imposing meaning on text called Just Listen to the Song. Oh my god, looking that puppy up right now. Okay, I'll be checking that out. Fantastic. Okay. Yes. But chat, did I use mangaka correctly? What do you think of Chainsaw Man so far? You know, a lot of my friends told me that they liked the first part more, and then they didn't like kind of like where it went next with like Asa and stuff. I actually thought, yeah, but don't say it like that. Damn it. Okay. I did not pronounce it correctly. Fuck. Mangaka. Mangaka? Mangaka. Mangaka. I like that. Almost, yeah. Okay, all right. I actually am enjoying the stuff with Asa more. I find that to be a more interesting situation than the first part. Yeah, I don't know. I actually thought the beginning of Chainsaw Man with the control devil and everything, I thought it was like too easily telegraphed, and I kind of like was just waiting for things to happen like the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. I think Denji was not as interesting of a main character to me as Asa. I think Asa just has more room. And I find that relationship, the Asa Yoru one, there's like a lot of like tension there, and there's a lot of like good push and pull, and I don't know. I find it to be more compelling. So I'm actually enjoying it a lot more. I loved when they were in the aquarium. It was so good. But yeah, that's it. You're a rare breed of Chainsaw Man fan. Interesting. Yeah, I know. Everybody likes that first one. I liked parts of the first one, but overall, I just was like, by the end of it, I was like, come on, let's end it. Oh, and I thought the ending was like so boring. When it ended, I like didn't even realize it was over. I was like, oh my god, that was it. Oh yikes. So, no, Jake, you're right about part 2. There are dozens of us. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. There are some others. I appreciate it. Did you like the movie? I didn't see the movie. That was like just in theaters, right? Yeah, I didn't see the movie, but I did really like the part that they did the movie of. I actually really liked that part in the book. That was like one of my favorite parts in the book. I actually thought that whole sequence where they go to the school and they have that scene together, and he's like, man, I'm feeling Makima, but I'm kind of feeling you now. And I actually thought that was like one of my favorite parts of the whole of the whole thing. So when I heard that was the part that they made the movie over, I was like, oh, that's so cool. People kept saying Reze arc, and I was like, I don't know what that means. I was hearing Reze arc in my head as like one word, like that was a term. Oh, the Reze arc, and I was like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? This is like a mangaka. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know what this is. And then Peter explained it to me. He's like, no, it's this part of the book that you've already read, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh man. Found out too late. Found out too late, chat. Oh my god. Oh wait, but I just got, wait, hold on. My friend just recommended me a bunch of anime since I'm not an anime watcher. My friend just recommended me a bunch of anime. And they're like, this is anime I think you will like. So let me hit you, chat. Let me hit you with the anime Rex and you can tell me good or bad. A Paradise Kiss. Nana. Kimi ni Todoke. Apothecary Diaries. Escaflowne. Card Captor Sakura. Do we like these things? Oh, okay, we got some fans. Apothecary's bad? No. Nana's good? Okay, people are going in on Nana. Escaflowne, awesome. Sakura, good. Love, okay. All right, this is good. See, I love how all the Xenoblade heads, they know ball, and by ball I mean anime. So I get the real fucking takes. They're like, I've seen all of these. Let me give you my take. Oh man, that's good. All right, cool. Can I ask an anime question? Do all of these exist as manga? So if I wanted to read them, I could? Or is that not how anime works? There are some anime that are just anime. It depends. Some of them? Most of them? Some? Okay. Some anime are just anime? Okay, okay. But the majority are manga? Okay, okay. Chat, you know what I really hope they announce next year? 30th anniversary of Pokemon. I hope they do anime adaptations of the Pokemon. I forgot about the Steam!
What happened? Master Pawn, you can do it.
I forgot about the Steam. I hope they do anime adaptations of the Pokemon manga, dude. Have you guys read that before? Like Pokemon Adventures, I think it's called. It's so good, chat. It's so good. It's been a while since I've revisited it, but as a child, I loved it. I was obsessed. As a child, I was like, this is literally peak. You cannot do better than this. They will try, they will fail. It was just so fun. It was so fun to see Pokemon in that context. And because it's like a more direct storytelling medium, I felt that they just like, I don't know, guys. They just like gave themselves a lot of rope. Because it's funny, right? It's like you can't just be like, all right, story of these games, because like all these games are the fucking same. So you actually have to like write a story with distinct characters every time you start up like a new season. And
We can do this all
I don't know, man.
I could have taken them all on.
Maybe if I revisit, I'll be proven incorrect. But I felt like they got it. I feel like they understood story, dude. Those Pokemon manga writers. Let's see. Hold on. I got a big chat here. I'm gonna see if I can read it while I do combat. Conversation's moved on a bit, Jake. But do you think that a lot of the conversation about this game, both positive and negative, being so extremely wrapped up in fandom culture, contributes to the things you've mentioned? Like when someone says, people say I'm hating this, or why are you hating on this? That it's gesturing towards something that's completely external to liking or disliking. To this one person participating in a group they might not be. Okay, to be honest, I'm having a little bit of a hard time parsing exactly what you're asking, but if I think I understand correctly, I think my take is just that everyone takes everything too seriously all the time. And like, if I'm saying something about the game and you don't like what I'm saying, just like click off. You know what I mean? Just like click off. Like, it's okay. Otherwise, Like, listen, expand your worldview a little bit, and then like move on. But you know, learning is confrontation, and if you like don't want to be challenged, that's like your prerogative. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna like force anybody to say like this is how you have to interact with this piece of media that you like. But at the same time, you need to have something in your life that you are okay with being confronted by. And I think maybe a lot of people try to have no confrontation in their life, which I think is maybe misguided. You know, it doesn't have to be about the media you like, but like you should have friends in your life that they can have hard conversations with you without you getting defensive and pushing back. And I think that conversations about low stakes stuff like this are good practice for that. You know what I mean? Because if you can't handle somebody challenging your views about the Xenoblade game, then that might be a bad sign for when somebody challenges your views on something more important. So I think that's what's important to me. I think what's important to me is that you have the ability to engage in confrontational discourse, not necessarily that you do all the time. Does that make sense?
I could have done this blindfolded.
That was kind of deep, Chad. That was kind of deep. Got a little deep there. Got a little deep there. Did Jake ever read any of the Kingdom Hearts manga? Fuck. Didn't know that existed. Oh my god. Makes sense? You agree? This hits? Okay, good. Got a little psychological there.
You're all
Listen, I don't love doing psychoanalysis. Something that people my generation love to do. Wantonly. But sometimes the situation calls for it. All right, how the fuck do I get up there? Let's see. So we can't go here, which means got to... Oh, I see. Okay. Back around the tubes. Back around the tubes. And then up here. Nope. Then right. And then... And then we just go this way. And then we circle back. Oh, what can I say? I'm simply too good. Oh my god. All right, here we go. She's not listening. Nothing for it but to chase. He's blocked. He's done it. That's good. Okay.
Okay.
You know what'll be fun? Genuinely. I know it's I feel like I've been a bit of a downer today and I feel bad about that. But you know what's gonna be fun? When this company announces their first Switch 2 game, I feel like it's gonna be so nice to just be like ground floor. You know what I mean? Day one, streaming one of these before everyone has an opinion on it already. That'll be fun. Because that's the thing. I feel like right now, I'm just like fighting too much of like.
Oh, I'm sure you helped out.
I don't know. People just have decided. They've already decided. You know what I mean? Oh, Chad, I'm getting hungry. We gotta wrap this up soon. My tummy just said, Jake, what are you doing? You know what? I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it, chat. I'm gonna call it. I'm calling it. Too hungry. All right. Listen. Apologies to the stream. Sorry, ending a little early. Next Xenoblade stream when? Okay, here's the deal. On Thursday, the new Kirby game comes out. Is that right? On Thursday? So I think I do want to play that. But then I'm thinking because I had so much fun playing Kirby in the Discord on the test. So I think we play that on Thursday. And then I think Friday we're back here. Because now, chat, my schedule has changed. The stuff that kept me busy is like I'm like over the hump. So I'm thinking Friday. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, tomorrow we record the podcast. do a lot of pod work tomorrow. Congrats on being less busy. You have no idea how good it feels. You have no idea. Chat, I don't like talking about this online, but I've got a hit of synesthesia. It makes me self-conscious. But one of the things that I feel so deeply is the sweet square of relief. My friends know this well. When you feel great relief and you just like see that square in your head, oh my God. And I like experienced the sweet square of relief at the end of last week when I kind of finished like the big lift of this current job that I'm doing. What do you mean by the square? Like the square, like you know how when you taste, okay. You know how like when you drink lemonade and you think about how it's like a cube because the lemonade kind of like pricks your tongue the way that a cube would? I'm getting a lot of no? I'm getting a lot of no in chat. Okay. Getting a lot of no right now. So, all right. So it's like when you go like, oh God, I don't have like that list in my head of things I have to get done right now. It's like, oh God, and you just like see in your head, you're like, oh, it's like, oh, I feel like a square is like falling on top of me right now. Like a big square. It's just like, oh, it's just like pressing in on you. I think everybody gets it now. Yeah. Chat's getting it now. Chat gets it now. Yeah, chat's with me. Chat's like, yeah, I feel the square. But yeah, the sweet square of relief. Is the square in the room with... All right, everybody. It doesn't matter. That's my sweet square of relief. Oh my God. Anyways. Thursday, Kirby. I'm trying to get out of... I have an in-person meeting I need to go to on Thursday, and I'm trying to make it a virtual meeting so that I can do my meeting and then just play fucking Kirby. So Thursday, Kirby. We'll play with the chat. Open up a room. I think it'll be a good time. I don't think I'll do... I think one Kirby stream will do it. And then Friday we'll be back and we'll play more of this. Because now we're back in. So my goal is at least 2 Xenoblade streams a week. Definitely once a week. But my goal is 2. Yeah, we shook the rust off. Thanks everybody for coming back. I appreciate it. Jake, have you continued with X on your own? No, fell off. I need those Switch 2 patches. I still don't have a Switch 2, debating if I buy it on December or January. You got it. Switch 2 is too good. All right, chat. This has been fun. Been playing Morsels. Gonna talk about that on the bonus pod. Critical Error. This just came out today. Haven't had a chance to play it. Excited to. Ton of people telling me to play the old Videoverse. Got a lot on my plate. But have a good rest of your day, guys. I'm gonna go eat something. Guess that's it. See you Friday. Or Thursday if you want to play Kirby. Bye-bye.